Okay, check 1 2 1 2 3. Is that any better, everybody? Sorry about the sudden disconnect, just had to make sure everything was fine. Okay, we should be good now. Okay, that's good. Alright, does that sound any better, by the way, everybody? Just had to check. Alright, anyway, we're going to start live in about 5 minutes, guys, so I'll just play the track for a little longer, and then we'll get started. Don't you all just love technical glitches? Yes, it be time. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has hit 0 and the song is now done. Hope you know what that means. It's time for some fun. Alright, let me just get ourselves into our session. I'm on Discord. Work. Is it working? Nope, it is being awkward today. Okay. Uno momento, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I swear, we are trained professionals. Don't know what happened, I'm sorry. Let me have a look. Okay, there we go. Sorry, everybody. Oh, nope. No, that's not the one. Again, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. Let's try that. There we go. There we go. Oh, Aeon with a partially broken leg. Oops. Okay, I'm finally here.
Discord having a bit of issues.
Yeah, Discord being dumb. I am so sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are here!
I would have signed the dumb bucket, but apparently I am said dumb bucket for a time being.
No worries. Also, Hannah has just given us a subscription. Thanks for the deluxe charge.
Woo!
Alright.
Also, Poseidon's ninja in the chat. Fuck you! I know who you are. Fuck you!
Fuck you, dumb bucket.
Yeah, I know where. I see you when you're sleeping.
Shut up, that's creepy!
Okay, I'm sorry. Alright,
It's okay.
give me a second. I'm just sorting out the last little bit here, just so we get this into position.
Shut up, Noah. Jeez.
Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, apparently we are also joined by a very special guest in our chat, apparently.
You know what? I avenge you, Heidi.
Please. Yay! Poseidon's Ninja the Dumb Bucket. Thank you.
I love all of you, really. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally getting ready, and we are finally live. I am so sorry, everybody. All right, everyone.
It's perfectly.
It's okay.
Hold on. Okay, hold on. Big fish, little
Understandable.
fish, cardboard box. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, my weird way of checking how fast it was going. Don't worry. Just smile. Ask your mother. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Perception Check. You must have rolled pretty high to find our quiet little stream. Tonight, we are going back to the land of Hoenn for our Pokemon adventure this week. Yes, it's going to be called Perception Check for the whole part, so please excuse me. So joining us tonight, we've got the ragtag crew as you hopefully know and love them. We're joined by Dell,
Boy, everybody.
who's distracted again. I see you. I see you distracted. You're like, "Hi, everybody."
May or may not
I-
mentioned that Ruby Volume 8 has started.
Shush!
Yes, I was also looking at my character sheets to make sure that the ones on Roll20 were updated.
Don't worry. I'm pretty. I hope they should be updated. If not, oh dear. Anyway, we're also joined by Heidi.
Hello, everybody.
We're joined by Das Floof. What the hell was that noise?
I don't.
It was a fluffy moth noise.
It was a noise. We're joined by Caitlin.
That's what I'm level 2 here. And I'm not level 2 on the
Good,
Roll20.
everybody. We're back at it again with another crazy adventure, and I'm having a kick-ass meal right now. Yum.
We're joined by Aeon.
Twinkum pokum.
Ekum bookum.
Welcome.
Oh no. Gottlieb. Gottlieb? I love that one. And we are apparently joined by I apparently want to say
Hello,
this.
my name is Bucky McBadbad, and this is my son Chester McBadbad. We live in a trailer park in Dimsdale.
Tell me, do you happen to know Duck Dimmadome?
Owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome?
Yeah,
The
that
one where
duck.
they're showing Crash. The one where they're showing Crash Nebula?
On ice?
I can't believe it took me this long to notice you wearing a fucking bag on your hair like that.
So apparently we're joined by our special Mimikyu called Theon.
Hello there. I said it before, I will be playing as Bucky McBadbad this time.
Quiet.
Dimmadome.
On ice?
This stream is starting cracking.
Well, I'm so glad. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I would also like to apologize a little in advance for any of the craziness that has been going on here. It's not normally this mad, I really promise you. And I really want to apologize in advance if there's been any malark going on here. But hopefully you guys will sit back, enjoy what's going on here, and we'll have ourselves a grand old time. At least I hope so. So, players, are we all ready to play?
Yes.
Yeah.
So sit back, relax, and grab a beverage of your choosing.
Yep. Don't forget, everyone, to grab a nice cool glass of OJ.
Stay hydrated.
Some OJ right here with me,
Yeah.
actually.
Anyone who knows what I was making the mini reference to, congratulations. You know a very nice cartoon. Don't forget there's all that part of a nice cool glass of OJ. And there was much rejoicing. Yay. There we go. Finally loaded up. There we go. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Okay.
Wait.
I think we're on roll 20 now.
Yes, get yourselves to roll 20, everybody.
I is on roll 20.
I'm so glad
I'm
you're
on
on
roll
Rose 20. Now let me just grab
Right.
some ambience.
Because I
Well-
am on a roll.
Shut up.
20.
You were
Can I
joking.
kill him?
No.
Can you
Hannah
make it?
would forbid it.
Anyway, we have people watching. Let's all enjoy the fun. I'm sure they're all here for D&D, not
Mm.
us.
Yeah.
They're not here for D&D. They're here for Pokemon D&D.
Which, unfortunately, I'd also like to point out the only way I can do the tag for this is there's no Pokemon D&D things as subtext, so I have to name it as the game. So people
Fair
searching Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire will find us.
And they'll
To
be
be
all like,
fair,
"What in the
Hoenn does
world
take
are
place
they
in
doing?"
both of them, so it's not totally wrong.
Well,
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, sit back, relax, and let's get into tonight's episode of Perception Check.
Pokemon.
At this point, I would like to try insert a title sequence, but we don't have one, so oh well. we're not that high budget.
If you guys can think of a good name for the chat, very much appreciated.
Yeah. I mean, I have the title. It's just more like everyone's got these big fancy intro sequences, and all we have is just us.
Well,
We have us being silly, and that's all that matters.
well.
Let me
we'll
come up with something and maybe I can animate.
No, stop.
Because I've been
please.
dabbling in it, remember?
Yeah, I know. Please stop. Come back. Don't go too far. Anyway, maybe further in the series when we see where things get settled. I mean, after all, your characters are new. You never know what can happen.
Fair enough.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get into... by the way, is the music coming through okay, by the way?
Yeah, I can hear it on my end. I think it just stopped.
Yeah, it just has. Yeah, just had to double check. All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, it's time we get into tonight's episode, finally. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so, last time on Pokemon D&D, or Pokemon Tabletop United, if any of you are looking for the specific version that we're playing, the new team of trainers that had gathered themselves in Littleroot Town had begun their planning procedures to carry on, or rather start off their journey from Littleroot for the new tournament called... I still need to think of a better name, but I don't care about it. I don't care about it. The power... you know what? I just have it as the power of teamwork. If anyone has a proper name, I do apologize. I had the name and I forgot about it. All right. Yeah, I'm a professional. Anyway, so all of our players had met up and they had got to know each other for a little bit. Then, as they were getting themselves ready for the jetting off for the new team tournament that had been set up by the previous champions of all of the regions, some of the people got a little bit impatient and thought, let's go get ourselves our first ever Pokemon captures outside of the starters. So, our heroes went off to Route 1. Some were successful in catching some new allies. Some were not so successful.
I wouldn't say not so successful. I mean, like, I decided to completely obliterate the poor Zigzagoon.
Yeah, well...
Looking at you, Arlen.
Bastard had it coming.
Quiet, all of you! And at that point, all of you had... Well, it was then that after you made this capture and you were planning to meet up and get yourselves back into the town, that a fog rolled in. With some very nice lucky rolls, one of you, mainly Holly, managed to encounter a very special being. The Pokemon Azelf. It flew around and then jetted off, which to all of you was new because Azelf is not from the Hoenn region, supposedly. You then made your way back and you had a rough encounter with a group of people who were busy looking for your arrival. As this went on, you eventually had the chance to mingle a little bit, and you then decided it was best to settle yourselves down. So, if any of you guys have not done so, make sure you mark that your Pokemon have had a rest, so if I recall correctly at this point, your Pokemon recover 1 injury for those that took part in the battle. If they have an injury, you can recover 1. As for the hit points, there should be a max hit points to what they go to at this point. So they're not completely back to full, but they are to a moderate degree. So make sure you double check that.
Dad, Mochi and Dante are the only ones unhurt.
For now.
So, let's see. Reggie and Susie should be back up to speed.
Well,
Tartic is fine, but Kaylana's got an injury still.
yeah. At this point, yeah, obviously make sure you pay attention to your hit points, obviously, from this point, but now you know. Anyway.
I think I'm good.
You should be. No worries, we can double check afterwards, but yeah, all of the stats in your character sheets on Roll20, which we've updated at this point to put them all in, by the way. Also, apologies for the lag on this. It's the only way for this to play properly. So,
Okay.
anyway, so as all of you were settling yourselves down, you've all had your rest, and then the morning came. Just as the music started again. That's clever.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Huh. New track, who dis?
New track, who dis?
Alright, sorry, let me just get the camera in position there. There we go. Alright, so, all of you now have got yourselves woken up at this time of the morning. At this point, it is roughly about, well, depending on how excited you feel like your characters would be, to get a good amount of sleep, it would probably be closer to maybe 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning at this point. It just depends on how excited you guys feel. But I will say that whatever you guys are up to with this, you know that at this point you have roughly a couple of hours before the scheduled leave for the journey. So at this point, team, what do you wish to do?
Well, where are we all right now? Because I'm looking at the map and we're kind of scattered.
Sorry, my apologies. All right. So I'll say for the sake of this, I apologize on I didn't update a little route with a fancy hotel. But, yeah.
Let's make this house the fancy hotel.
Yeah, you know what? Just for the context of things, you can say that that house is a mini hotel, as it was. So you guys would be coming out of there at this point. So you guys have got yourself settled up. You've had your nice comfy sleep. So,
Excuse me for the last 2 hard resets I had to do on my end. My computer is seizing up like crazy.
no worries, dude. Take your time.
But I'm back.
All right, so yeah. So at this point, the morning is yours. You have roughly about 2 hours before you can start fully getting yourselves prepared, I guess.
So, am I okay to do something?
It depends what you want to do.
Okay, so, as Holly just starts getting up, she looks at the new Zigzagoon that she got, that she just caught, and she realized she wants to train Dante and Mochi up a bit, while also getting to know Dante a bit.
Oh, okay. We're going right into the training mechanic. Okay.
Yep.
All right. So, just for the sake of this, because it's been a little bit, Aeon, could you possibly remind everyone for the training mechanic, because you are our resident expert.
Yep. Essentially, you train the Pokemon for half an hour. No, up to an hour, I believe.
I thought it was half an hour.
For Caitlin it is, because of her rank. She's ace trainer.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna, since it's half an hour, I'm gonna give the opportunity to train up Mochi and Dante.
Okay.
And I think for my ability, I can train both of them at the same time.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
essentially, you apply your special training feat that you have to your Pokemon.
Great. So I'm gonna do that.
Okay, so what training are you giving them?
Good question.
That
Good
is good.
question. Inventory. No, that's not it. Where's my trainer thing? There it is. Okay, so it's. Remember, it's. No, wait. Where does it say that I train in?
You should.
No, it's.
It's below the list of skills on the trainers page.
The list of skills. If someone wants to do something while I try and find it,
Are you looking at the Excel sheet or Roll20?
I'm looking at the Excel sheet.
Oh, okay. If you're looking for trainings, then I believe those are under features.
Oh wait,
You've got inspired training.
I have inspired training as well.
Yeah, same as Ireland.
I don't think it's on here. I don't think we put it on.
It's on mine.
What?
Question.
I looked at features and I have Perseverance, Ace Trainer, and Elite Trainer Brutal. That's it.
Oh, it might be. Oh, it's because the extra thing. Alright, no, it's. Say what? Let's have a quick look at your trainer sheet.
I'm so sorry.
Don't worry, don't worry.
It's okay.
Fine.
Sorry, everybody. One moment, everybody.
My phone, guys.
New characters. Who dis?
I just so many numbers, so many words.
Completely new format.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I looked at bonus features. It literally just says like brutal training. And
Yeah,
no, I have
so
another
in
feature.
short, inspired training, the training inspired training is basically what you selected as your first one. Because of you being a ace trainer, you can learn a second one, which is brutal,
Yeah.
which is what you've got. So in short, fortunately, I have your list up here. If it helps as well, by the way, guys, if you go onto your journals on Roll20, if you click on your character and scroll all the way down, you should see near the bottom near your items.
Yeah, I see it. Here's a little special place for edges, features, and abilities, along with your contest stats and your inventory.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. I think I found it.
Yep.
So yeah. Oh right. Okay. So choose ability training, brutal training, focus training, or inspired training. You
Oh, I have none.
Oh yeah. We copied and pasted that. Basically, the when training bit is where you want it.
okay? So
Let's
if I
see.
remember correctly, I got the inspired one and the brutal one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I need to put the inspired one on Excel.
Alright. Okay, well, in short, you've got inspired. Okay, I'll just say it for the sake of this. So, inspired basically gives your Pokemon extra evasion and +2 to saving throws. Brutal basically means that you have an extra effect range square and your critical hit chance goes up by 1. Yeah, I noticed the music went louder. Why did it go louder all of a sudden? It went loud all of a sudden. Okay. So, which one are you going with, Caitlin?
Okay. Yes, I'm so sorry.
It's all right.
Wow. Okay. So till the end of the effect. You know what? I'm gonna do inspire.
Inspire. Okay. So that means until your next...
Wait. Can I do one? Can I do both of them, or do I have to just pick one? For like.
He is able to do trainings in half an hour.
Yeah, that's true. You know what? Give me a
So-
minute. Give me a second on something here. Tell you what, here. Maybe if I do this very quickly. There you go. That might make things a bit easier to read from now on. Okay.
Thank you.
No worries. Okay, well, while we get that training bit sorted out, what is everyone else doing at this point while we finish this bit off?
Question.
Answer.
Is my Houndour fully healed?
You recover 1 injury per long rest.
I think she means like in
Increase
terms
it
of.
that Houndour have.
All right.
for.
Yeah. So if it's taken any damage to its hit points at this moment, you remove 1 injury, and that will tell you what its max hit points is at this stage. And yeah, the long rest will buff it back up to that.
Okay.
So as far as I can tell, the Houndour yesterday had only 1 injury, didn't it?
It actually had 2, but because you guys took the long rest, I already deducted it.
Okay. So it has only 1 injury left then.
Yes. Sorry, everybody.
Alright.
Your
Well, I think I'm gonna go the same training route as Holly did.
Okay. So what training are you doing?
Let me get to the character sheets and I will tell you.
Quick question. Since I'm being an ace trainer,
Yeah.
does that mean I get to pick a stat of one of my Pokemon and train that stat until the end of the day?
I don't think it works like that.
Yeah, apparently it does.
Oh!
Oh, for Ace Trainer?
Yeah, one of her special features for each Pokemon that's been trained during the time, choose a stat besides hit points. That stat becomes trained until an extended rest is taken. So, essentially, you can get +1 to one of their combat stages.
Oh dear. Fair,
Hey, at least we're getting used to training bit.
fair enough.
Yep.
As long as you guys know as long as you know make a note of which stat you've increased at this point.
Yeah, I
My
think
Zora, I might as well do some Inspire training as well.
Okay.
Since everyone else is doing it, it's a bandwagon.
so. I'm gonna. Okay, so I think I decide what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
So I'm gonna train Brutal for Mochi and Inspired for Dante.
Ooh, okay.
Okay.
Honestly, it doesn't sound like the sadistic type, but okay.
Yeah, as long as you make a note on what training you've given both of them. So if you have like a piece of paper or anything there as well, if I forget and things, it means to your next long rest they have extra buffs to them.
Okay, and for the stats, am I alright to just increase Mochi's special attack and Dante's physical attack?
Yep.
There you go.
There.
Alright, so we'll get that sorted out there. Okay, well, before we get to the rest of the training bit, I noticed that Holly is standing in the corner.
Holly?
No, not Holly, Louise, sorry.
Louise.
She's just standing there.
Menacingly.
Yeah. funny. She's just keeping to herself, and I think she's gonna be. And I'm gonna have her do some. Hold up, I have the training.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know. Sorry, Hannah.
I'm gonna have her do focus training with Princess.
Okay.
She named Lilliput Princess.
Yep, she named her Lilliput Princess. Not that you guys all know that yet.
And named by Zora Susie.
Fair enough.
Alright.
We all good girls.
All right, yeah. So, okay. So, who else is doing what training at this scenario then?
Oh.
I am doing agility training for Beatrice. And I think that's on the chat right now.
All right, let me just get that
Okay.
up.
Yeah,
Oh, whoa. How'd you pull up that table?
If you
You
guys,
go to
go
the
to your
triangle,
character.
click your name, and then it'll pull up the character sheets for you.
yeah.
yeah, scroll down to the features edges section, click on the training, and you'll be able to pull up a little script. Whether that be in the chat box or through the drop down area.
It'll take me a little bit to get this
Yeah.
right, but I'll get. Don't worry.
No worries. It's
I'll
easy.
figure it
It's
out.
easy to figure out when you do so. All right. So we got training there. Okay. So as long as you guys say that you're doing some training, I will allow you to do that training mechanic based off of there. Which, as long as you guys make a note of that, then that's fine.
All right.
I'm actually going to go down a completely different path.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let's get this out of the way. All right, so the Index is about to start filling out.
Oh no! All
Everybody
right.
knows that this. Everybody knows what time this is. Time to scan some Pokemon. We'll start
Oh,
off with
dear.
We're gonna start with Pikachu.
With varying degrees of success.
Varying degrees of success, but as long as it's not a crit fit, as long as it's not a nat 1, it still counts.
Like the first one you made.
Yeah, okay. This is actually a good way to pass time while Heidi uses the bathroom.
And +2 to skill checks. How do you put in that?
Pikachu, the mouse Pokemon. Whenever it eats berries, it actually stores the kinetic energy from chewing into its little cheeks. This causes it to execute electric attacks and race right to you by putting their cheeks next to each other.
Wait a minute. I think that's a fake one. Oh, not that. There you go. No, that. All right, fair.
Well, Holly then, like, when she hears that, she says, "Oh, really?" And she looks at Mochi with a massive grin.
Yeah, I'll have to share. I'll share my roles with the DM so he can respond in kind.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
All right, so message.
Giving Kemplar a questionable look.
Okay.
But he's not really stopping him from scanning the his horsey.
No problem.
So okay, so whisper DM.
Yeah, if you know what you're doing.
Yeah,
No.
Yeah, no, that was the roll for Pikachu.
Okay.
Don't worry. So you can respond in kind for that, but that's 1 point for the
No worries.
index. Next one that's closest is Horsey. Might as well roll for Horsey now.
Okay.
And we got
Horsey, this Seahorse Pokemon. Wait a minute, isn't this a dragon Pokemon?
Oh. Not one? Not one?
Yeah.
Not one!
I mean, it evolves into a dragon Pokemon.
Yeah. By the way, Thean, at this point, because of the natural one, the Pokédex begins to sizzle.
Well, better not use that for a while. Time to shift gears. It's time to shift gears and actually do trade.
Holly looks at him. Is that supposed to happen?
It happens every so often, but yeah, I think it's funny whenever it does.
Tycho,
You think it's funny?
Tycho is just snickering at the Pokedex seizing up.
Fair enough.
I mean, Holly notices it because she's close enough.
Yeah, no worries, Dad. No worries, I got that. Okay, also, while this is going on, Arlen, what are you doing?
Arlen is actually going to take a somewhat different approach. I'm going to bring one of the chairs out from the house. I'm going to sit where I can essentially see all the others getting rather sweaty doing their training. And I'm just going to take a nice, calm, relaxed seat on the chair. And for the next half hour, I'm going to be grooming the Joltik.
Okay. So the Joltik is just said, just purring, just gently like, Joel.
Since Liz is within his eye shot, she's just gonna look at this is why I don't really like the fancy types.
And by the way, have a chair.
And Arlen wonders why his Joltik gets bodied.
Well, in fairness, he's doing groomer, so let's double check this. Okay. You know how to efficiently groom your Pokemon with access to a groomer's kit. Do you have one?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Groom up to 6 Pokemon in 1 hour. Grooming Pokemon may count as an hour of training and can apply experience training, teach Pokemon edges, and apply any features that could be applied during training. If you apply experience training... Yeah.
It counts as training.
Yep. Also, in degree. Also, he gains a 1d6 bonus for anything of introductory roles involving Pokemon contests.
Good lord.
Sometime soon, yeah.
So it's
I'll
sure
send
he's
the
doing his
Pokedex.
own training.
Well, since the Pokedex seized up, I
Yeah.
might as well do
All right,
training
actually,
myself.
Thea, at this point, roll a d6 for me, just a d6.
All right.
It's also a good excuse to check up
Right.
on Joel
2.
Pico's injury.
Okay, so I'm gonna put this out. If you get a natural 1, you have to wait 30 minutes times the number of that d6.
Okay, so I have to wait an hour before I can use the Pokedex again.
you have to wait an hour for it to cool down to the point of it being working.
You know what's gonna take an hour?
Training. All right. Also, Louise says, "How do I add a focus stat to your Pokemon?" You just basically have to make a note of it for now. So just have something like a piece of paper or a note on it and such. I'll make a note of it on my end as well on certain scenarios. It's just I need to have something that's more modified. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold on,
Do
what
I
is this?
do I also make a note with like my increased Pokemon
Yes.
stats?
Oh, that's how you do it.
There you go.
He found
I
it.
figured
Wow.
Yay!
Wait, how?
I have gained an additional brain cell.
He's figured out how to do the text boxes.
Yeah, I think I'll apply.
All right. By the way, Aeon, I gave you a chair.
Yay.
There you go. See, I gave you a chair.
I'm so sorry. I just have one more question.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
What's up?
How much does the stat go in the for training, or does that just decide by the DM?
You mention which one it is, and it goes up by 1.
One. Okay.
Yes. Now, Aeon, just remind me, is that a permanent or only till the long rest?
Only till long rest.
To the end of the extended. Yeah, so the next time we have an extended rest, it's gone.
Okay, so in other words, you basically can give yourself an extra stat for the day, basically, Caitlin.
And I'm guessing it's same with the training, like brutal training and inspire. They last for like until I go for long rest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, thank you.
No worries. So that's what your training is. All right. So all of you are doing your training at this point. Kemplar, what training are you doing then, or what are you doing?
I only have agility training, so I might as well do agility
what did I
training
just do?
for
What did I just
Kaylana.
do?
Okay. Louise just tested accuracy.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I have no clue what I'm doing.
No worries. We'll just practice with this. All right. So you're doing agility. Okay. So you're doing agility training. So make a note of your agility.
Yeah.
Chris, your
plus
microphone.
1 bonus to movement.
Oh, not again.
You sound a little deep. Did I just hear someone's phone vibrate?
Yeah, that was me.
Oh.
Okay.
Cop was about to DM you too.
Yeah. Okay. It's
Oh, there. I think that's good.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. So, now what?
Give me a second, okay? Just give me a moment, please.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I think I know what happened. Give me a minute. Oh, okay. It actually says everything is fine for once. What? And now the Discord. The Discord's gone. Come on!
Oh.
Jeez.
Oh, I took a look at the stream. You hit the X to exit out the application. That should be an easy fix. Go to the bottom right on the little up arrow. You should be able to reopen Discord through that. It'll be like a transparent green circle or filled in when you talk.
No, okay. Let's reset this. Alright. Okay. It's fine. Just bullshit for the week. Okay. Right, there we go. Okay.
All right.
There we go. Right, okay. Minimize that. Get that minned up there. There we go. Sorry, everybody. Right. Okay. Okay, so... Alright, go through that. Trying to go through that. I'm just making note of things. Alright. Right. Okay. Sorry. Got to catch up. Okay. Alright. So, as you guys are busy finishing up your training at this scenario, I'll end for you with your grooming procedure at this point as well. And Kemplar, just as you finish up and your Pokédex begins to sort itself out, you end up getting greeted by a visitor. As Professor Birch makes his way over to greet you all. He sort of gives you all a nod and goes, "Good morning, everyone."
Howdy, Professor.
Oh, hello.
Did you
Good morning,
G'day.
Professor.
Good morning.
Did you all sleep well?
All things considered.
Well, that is
I had a hard time falling asleep. I was way too excited for today, but my hand feels better now. Thank you for that.
well, that's
Also, I had a little bit of trouble waking up Reggie here. He's a heavy sleeper.
you just see Reggie's eyes just begin to close and just sort of drift on off like, I'm awake. No, I'm asleep. I'm awake. And then okay.
And Tycho picks up and starts carrying Reggie like Misty does with Togepi.
Oh.
Okay. No. Oh, God damn it, Louise. Okay, alright. Well,
No.
the worst part is we found out that Choppet does have stealth as an ability. So it can go quietly up to you guys without the check, I think.
Okay, so stealth check.
Actually, give me 1 minute. I'm going to double check on your beloved little puppet.
Okay.
Because your puppet actually has an ability that makes up for this. Let's have a look. Stealth, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Let's have a look. Okay, yeah. So. Okay. Oh, sorry, that's me. Hang on. Where did the thing go? All right, yeah. So yeah, according to this, dead silent. Let's have a look at this. A Pokemon with the dead silent capability does not breathe, has no heartbeat, does not shuffle, or does not make any noise. So in short, it's essentially you're making no noise. So essentially, I'll just say that Kemplar might have to make a perception check to try and notice the stealthing ghost.
Yeah, just okay. So perception check. That's. Oh wait a minute. I can just do that through the character.
Yes, you can. Just click the button.
Yep. Just gotta find perception.
Should be just under your stats.
All right.
There. Oh, 13. Hang on a second. I think that's a natural. I think there's a natural 6 in there. Let me double check. Yeah, a 4, 3, and a 6. Yeah. All right. So Kemplar, as you're having your talk around, you do get a glimpse, and you see Puppet slowly coming towards you, just out of the corner of your eye.
All right, then. Let's play. Sorry there, Puppet, but not this time. You're gonna have to try a little harder.
You see Puppet. You see Puppet.
Over at Kemp.
Oh, sorry. Puppet at this point blinks a little bit and just sulks back. So, Louise, at this point, you see Puppet coming back, and it's the first time you've seen him sneak off and come back with a sad look.
Fail to scare. I pet Puppet on the head. Pet.
Tycho turns to Kemplard. What just happened?
Oh, Papa tried to sneak up behind me, but my little sister used to do that all the time to jump on my back, so I got used to looking out for that sort of thing.
Did you have a big family back home?
No, it was just me, my father, and my little sister.
Aww.
Just me and my parents back at home. I was an only child, you see.
With respect, if you don't mind, everyone, there is a matter we have to discuss.
My apologies, Professor.
Oh, do not worry. It is a perfect acceptable thing. Now then, this is actually something to discuss because it is almost time for everyone to jet off on this adventure. Now, based on how things have gone, your group is going to be the first to leave, and you guys will be leaving at noon sharp.
Understood.
Wait, why are we the first to leave?
You are
I think it was probably because we were the first to register.
That is exactly what it is. We are sending every team off who managed to correctly register in time. Plus, it seems that you all were eager enough, so I figured you could be a example for the other trainers a little bit. Because most people would spend some time on the first route trying to catch a Pokemon and then jetting off. But apparently you all, well, jumped the gun, as it was.
Yeah, Tycho's is a little embarrassed.
Alright. Sorry, 1 second. I'm just getting the map. It's the map. It's the map. It's the map! Say it.
Good lord.
Say it with me.
Me.
The man.
Say it with me. Scissors, rope, mountain! Fucking map. Alright, well that's the best I've got on this because obviously I don't want to overextend over the faces. So I hope that looks okay to people at home.
Mm-hmm.
I will try to organize this as a more structured one at one point. At the minute, this is just oops. Alright, but yes.
Oops, I did it again.
Shut up!
No.
Alright. Alright, is that okay? Can anyone in the chat see that map? Does it look okay? Just give me the heads up if it does or doesn't. If it's a bit off, I can change things.
Okay, you said you're bringing up the map?
Yeah, in fact, if you look on the stream, you can see how it looks a little now.
Here
Nice.
is the map.
Oh, are you posting it on the stream?
Yeah.
Or in the roll
Hannah says, yeah, a little small, but it's okay.
Okay, you know what? I can quickly change this. Give me uno momento.
Uno momento.
Yes.
Coke and Mentos.
Shut up!
Good God.
When you ask for a moment, I give you as long as you need. Unless we're in a hurry, in which case I don't.
Oh, aren't you considerate? Why did you do that? Alright, there we go. I think that, well, you know what, since we don't have a floof, I will, okay.
Wait, what?
I see what he means.
Here.
It's the best I can do! Alright, I'm trying to find the
Nice.
right way that I can make this work without everyone looking, you know what? Let's try that. Okay. Alright, let's try that. See how that looks. How's that?
Looks better. That's
Looking good.
Looking good.
Looks good.
Okay. That's about as good as I think I can get it without faffing around for things right now. So I will sort this out for the next episode. I'm sorry, everybody. All right.
It's fine.
Yeah. So now everyone can see everything. Thank God. All right. So.
I can see forever.
Oh. All right. So the only thing you'll have to do is look through the chat box for the rolls. All right. Anyway. So at this point, Birch just sort of claps his hands a bit and goes, well, as I said, normally everybody would be having to sort themselves out for a Pokemon to leave with. But since you all jumped yourselves, it would probably be easier if you set off first as the example for everyone. After all, you don't have to sit around and catch your first Pokemon back here on the first route.
Or the second, or the third, or the fourth.
Point exactly, Kevlar.
What about the other team that we met before? They I feel like they might be a little bit more eager to go.
I can understand.
Nonsense, Holly. I'm ready and raring to go right now if the professor would let us.
We have to follow the rules of what all of the other regions. Every region has their own time, and normally the first team is jetting off at the same time. Every team will be leaving the town before the end of the night.
All right.
But yes, I know what you're referring to. And at this point, as this goes on... sorry, you know what? Let me do this proper. I'm going to move everyone a bit up the way here, just for the sake of this. And at this point, Roger steps out of the hotel at this point. He sort of rubs his eyes a little bit. He glares over at all of you at this point, and just goes, So I guess you're able to wake up first, it seems.
Holly waves at him awkwardly. Good morning to you.
He just...
Tycho turns to Roger and goes, well, the early bird gets the worm.
Oh,
I know what you're thinking, Caitlin. Yeah, I know what you're thinking.
yeah, I was so tempted to make that joke.
Yeah, the early Pidgey catches the vampire.
Okay, you know what? That's better. I'll say that.
At this point, Roger just sort of, as he hears all of this, he just sort of just does like a small smirk, like, well, at least you've got an attitude that works well for now. But I just want it to be clear. The moment you leave this town, I couldn't care exactly what you guys do in this scenario. Just be aware of that.
Yeah, we could give less of a rollick about what you do either, mate.
Come on, can't we all just be friends here? I mean, this is why we're on the journey in the first place, for teamwork and friendship, after all.
Right, that's supposed to be our competition. A competition? Like relish in that challenge.
They are on a different team, after all.
Well,
Just because they're on a different team doesn't mean they aren't our friends.
I agree.
He just sort of just frowns a little bit and just goes, look, I'm just going to make this perfectly clear. The only reason I'm alright with this team is because it basically needs somebody like me in order to prove how good we are. Because that's all that matters for my sake of things. I need to prove that I'm capable of being a leader. That's all. I don't care about whether you're buddy friends at the end of all this, or how experienced or how hurt at the end. At the end of the day, as long as my team makes me look good and follows my rules, that should be all that matters. If any of them want to be friends with you, let's just say it's normally for my benefit. Now, unless you've got something productive you need to get done. And he goes back into the hotel.
Charming.
Pisses me off, yes.
I think he needs to poop.
Tycho just turns around and squints at Kemplar.
Birch at this point just
Serious?
looks over at the rest of you and goes, in any case, by the way,
He,
sorry to interrupt,
may-
why is one of my chairs outside?
Collie
Tycho
glance
picks at
at
Arlen.
Erlon.
I was busy grooming Pico in the fresh open air. I'll return it to the indoors.
No, I would appreciate that. I would appreciate next time the heads up. Please, no offense.
Well, apologies, Professor. I thought, seeing as we're going to be working together, it would be prudent to witness my companion's training.
So you are checking how everyone works. That is what I truly admire about a team. Everyone understanding how each other does their business. It's incredible to see.
Oh, thank you very much, Professor.
Oh,
I feel like
Liz is just gonna roll her eyes.
I feel like Arlen's just like making shit out of us to look good at this point.
Well, that's for you to discover later. Alright. So at this point, Birch just sort of gives you the nod and goes, well, as he said, it's coming up to about 10 o'clock right now. So you at least have some time before we get you guys all set off in about, say, 2 hours' time. So if there's anything you wish to do or anything you want to know, I am able to pass on some information as of this point.
Since Reggie is still not fully awake yet, yeah, Tycho's still holding him, and he's using a hand to just gently stroke its head.
Holly looks at Reggie and then at Professor Birch. Do you have any awakenings to spare?
Sadly not. I'm not that grand. By the way, and he sort of glances over and goes, Louise, what are you doing over there? Shouldn't you be training with your new teammates?
Social.
Still as secluded, I see.
I just approach the chair and sit in it.
Oh,
But it's perfectly all right. It's Holly. Reggie will wake up whenever he's ready to.
Well, if we still have some time to spare, I was thinking, maybe to train, to get our Pokemon trained up a little bit, and maybe we could do some, like some fun Pokemon battling and give that a go.
You mean a bit of sparring?
Yeah. Though not the extreme ones, like where the Pokemon could get hurt, but just a little bit of like a fun sparring.
I will I mean it does sound fun, but I will sit this one out if you don't mind.
At this point, Birch just comes up to you. At this point, Tycho and goes, "Why not? Isn't that the whole point of extra training to get better and stuff like that? What got you concerned?"
What the heck? I'm in.
You just see him with a sweat drop at this point. Birch just sweat drops and goes, "Okay, wow, that was easily persuaded." He just sort of goes, all right, but if you're going to do some sparring and things, might be better to go out of the village and things. Chances are, if things get a bit rowdy, it might attract a few, shall we say, attention, and it might escalate into more than just your team.
Standable.
If I may make a suggestion, I'm pretty sure Route 3 has enough space to accommodate things. Plus, if the other trainers are going to be spending some time on the route ahead, they'll be wanting to spend some time to catch a Pokemon, and maybe the extra noise might cause some trouble.
That sounds like a good idea, and who knows? Maybe we might even see some new Pokemon in Route 3.
An extra part. Oh yeah.
Question! On the character thing, Route 3 doesn't exist. No, and there's 103 though.
Yes, 103. Sorry. Okay, Brownie the Derp.
That's what you meant, right?
Of course that's what.
Yeah,
Of course that's what I meant. What do I look like? Do I look like a smart guy? I mean, yeah. Don't answer that. All right.
Will there be will there be ghosts?
You know.
Maybe.
You know, I don't think I've actually heard any ghosts up there, but there have been some sightings on some mysterious movement, but I can't say for certain what's there, I'm afraid.
My eyes glitter at the possibility.
Is that a smile, Louise?
So, would anyone else like to come?
I'll come watch at least. I don't know much about battling, so maybe watching you guys will give me some idea.
Well, if the professor's correct and Route 3 is the best place to be doing this, we may as well wait until we leave and proceed to Route 3.
Although, I don't see what else we could be doing at the moment.
I will say if there's nothing else any of you guys want to do, we can time skip to when you guys have to leave if you want.
Well, we've got 2 hours before we leave, and the Pokedex is down for 1 hour.
Well,
okay.
It's back up after the training because you guys have done that for the hour.
Oh, we've done it.
Yeah,
We've done the hour already.
yeah. You woke up at about 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. You did your training from about then, so it's roughly coming up to 10 o'clock. So, you have your Pokedex back up, Thean.
Oh boy. I'll wait until everybody else gets their stuff out of the way. Then I'll make my rolls.
Wanna try scanning Horsey again?
Why try it again?
Well, no.
Who knows? Maybe Horsey will be the only one I can't scan.
Well, in fairness, the scan on Horsey, I'll say it allowed it, but he just couldn't scan anymore at this point.
Oh, okay.
So it does count.
Okay.
Oh, okay. If it counts, then that's fine.
So at this point, we know that Horsey is not a pure water type, but a dragon type.
Dragon?
No, I said Horsey, the seahorse Pokemon. Wait a minute, that's not right. It's supposed to be the dragon Pokemon. That's what happened.
Dragon? The dragon? What dragon? Alright. Okay. So I'm just double checking facts here. Okay. By the way, at this point, could I get every single one of you to make a perception check for me, please?
Alright.
All of us?
All 6 of you.
Alright.
Got it. Making a title roll.
Get the name of the show!
It's not perception check though.
How did I polarize that much?
Hold on. What was
The name of the other show.
Wait, what's our perception check?
If you go into the journal, if you scroll underneath the top bit, you should see that. Oh, hang on.
So are we all making perception checks?
Yes, all 6.
Well, Aeon's perception check isn't as weird as mine, at least.
There you go. Oh. Okay.
Oh, you got the same
Okay.
number.
Ooh, I got a 9.
Yeah. Well, Caitlin, you can use the journal if that's easier. You can just click the button and it does the thing.
Oh wait, okay, I'm gonna
Yeah.
click a button.
Yeah.
You just click the button.
Yeah. You just click the dice button. That's all you gotta do.
Okay.
But is that her roll there? The 5?
Wait.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. So her and I got similar rolls.
Yeah. Not 1, and not 6. All right.
Yeah, not 1, not 6. The only difference is I have a little extra.
Okay. Okay.
What do we gain from this?
I'm so glad you asked. Those of you with the 9, you hear the sound of footsteps coming from behind you. And it's coming from below.
Oh, footsteps.
Yeah.
What?
Have the doors to the underworld opened?
No.
No.
Not that crazy.
Okay.
Professor, real quick, there wouldn't be an underground subway tunnel run beneath Little Root, would there?
No, there wouldn't. And at this point, you see a figure rush up to all of you. And in fact, Arlen, you recognize this from the night before. This was the figure that you caught a glimpse of at the entrance.
Big deal.
Let's see. Do I have a? Where's my music? Where's my music here? I've got my music here. Sorry, please excuse me. I have my music planned. Brownies, derp.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. So the figure.
Oh, God.
So this figure comes up to you, and you see this. This teenager male-like figure. You see him with a white shirt, and attached onto his back is a net of some kind. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna make him a little bigger so you guys can get a better look at him in the chat. There you go. This is what he looks like.
He's a
Freaking
freaking
massive.
No, he's not this tall, dummies. I've just made him this big so you can see what he looks like. He will rampage.
Arlen is just going to ever so badly put the professor between him and this guy.
All right.
Tycho simply cocks an eyebrow at the this person.
Okay. All right. So at this point, this figure comes up, and at this point, he just looks over and he just sort of goes, "Professor Birch, is this really the time to have such trivial matters?" And at this point, he just...
It is.
Oh. Forgive me. I feel like I've intruded at the worst possible timing. Please excuse my sudden appearance. My name is Rowan.
Hang on.
Yes, Rowan. R-O-W-I-N.
Oh, I.
Yes, if you want to make notes of that.
Are you part of the are you looking for are you part of the challenge? The team challenge? Holly asks.
He just stares at you for just a moment. And just looks back at Birch and goes, "Professor, is this really such a time? Surely the conversation with everyone should not take this long. There are other matters to discuss." And you see Birch at this point just sort of puts his hands on his nose. He's just like, yeah, I know, I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody, but just listen out for the bell, and that will be your cue to leave. I need to get back to my matters with Rowan here, if it's all right with everybody.
Is he a
That's
professor too? Holly asks.
At this point, he rushes to you and goes, "Professor, I am just a humble researcher, if you ask. I am a capture researcher."
Capture researcher.
That means you must see tons of Pokemon then.
Indeed. Now then, a curious question. I was on my way here, and I noticed that you lot were all lost in a little fog that was there. Tell me, what was the cause of the fog? Because as far as I gather, no fog appears around here.
Holly sort of like fidgets a bit, like she not sure if she should like tell him what the Pokemon that she saw. After all, like he to her he looks like even more of an arsehole than Arland.
I would like to point out, hello Aurora. I hope you're enjoying what we're doing with your character arts. She was watching the chat.
Hello.
Oh boy.
Oh. Okay. Sorry.
Yasmin, get down.
Have you heard of any mythical Pokemon around here? Holly finally said.
Mythical? He sort of leans in close to you and goes, and what about mythicals exactly? Are you referring to Mew? Jirachi? Celebi?
No, not those. I think at first glance you would think it'd be Mew, but I think I saw an Azelf.
His eyes widen at this point and just goes, you saw an Azelf?
Yes, but if I'm not mistaken, that Pokemon as well as the other two, Misprit and Yuxi, they live in the Sinnoh region.
They do. At this point, he pulls out a notebook and begins to write things down and stuff like that. It's just like, Azelf spotted in the Hoenn region. Yes. This hypothesis is proving correct.
Tycho is kind of is visibly holding back a little laughter at what's going on.
So, to be fair, I haven't gave a good look at it. I mean, it might be Azelf, or it might also just be another Pokemon. It might even be it might have been like a flying Pidgey or something. It was really hard to see with all that fog, in all honesty.
Now Tycho's giving Holly this sort of are you serious look.
He's glancing at the rest of you all at this point. Is what this girl is saying is true?
I don't know. I couldn't see a darn thing through the fog. Burned my hand because of it.
I saw nothing.
But I'm just taking her word for it.
Let's just drudge.
Professor! He just sort of jumps straight back at things. He's just jumping over Mochi, who just sort of just like, yeah! He just goes, Professor, you understand what this means, don't you? And he just sort of goes, yes, I know. Quickly, we must get back to the business! And he begins to sort of just go straight, he sort of rushes straight off in the northern direction.
He seems fine.
Tycho looks over at Kemplar, does the gesture that's the finger twirl beside your head and going cuckoo.
He's very forward, isn't he?
That's certainly one word to describe it.
Rowan is interesting, to say the least.
Well, he didn't need to be so rude with you, Professor.
Well, that's the problem with Rowan. You see, he's not just a capture specialist of some kind. He's trying to research the legendaries right now.
Insane.
Legendaries? Why?
Well, he sort of looks around at all, and then he just sort of... He walks a bit closer, and he sort of ushers to all of you as if to coming closer.
And Tycho did.
Okay, Heidi, Dell, are your characters doing something?
Sorry.
I don't know right now.
Okay.
I think she's just gonna watch.
All right. He just sort of leans in and just does a whisper and goes, "There's actually been reports of legendaries going all over regions. Somewhere they've not been sighted mostly. Supposedly they're all being mixed up for some reason, and no one knows why."
Oh,
That's unusual.
so wait, the legendaries are basically, well, I guess you could say might be migrating to different regions?
Well, I'm not sure if migrating is the proper word, but I guess in a weird way, maybe it is. But the main purpose is everyone is trying to keep things as hush about this as possible. That was why when you said about the Azel, it sparked him off because, well, Rowan's actually the one kind of in charge of this hunt, and he was trying to recruit a few people to help him in this scenario.
It's just research, right?
Shut up, I swear to God.
Well, that's it. Dell, are you doing what I think you're doing?
No, Shuppet is genuinely curious this time.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
okay. I'm glad I put that.
False alarm.
He glances over and sees little puppet and just sort of smiles at him and goes, "Hello." And he sees Shuppet just sort of twirl in the air like. And at this point, he just goes back to the group and goes, "Well, nobody really knows what he's up to, but concerning he says he was hunting legendaries and calling himself a capture specialist, it's not exactly the best combination. But he does seem to have the most knowledge about certain legendaries. Apparently, he mentioned that somebody around Sutopolis apparently got signs of a different legendary entirely.
Well, why isn't he over there?
I don't know, but all I know is that any research about legendaries, he's been watching news bulletins, he's been reading newspapers, he's been listening to radios, he's been going off and searching places of his own accord. He's trying to find any research of this, but I don't know if he's trying to just make sure why the legendaries are doing this. But I don't know. I generally don't think he's doing any harm, but well, I'm a bit worried he might dive head first into the Pyro's mouth, if you know what I mean. I was trying to say head into the lion's mouth.
Up the creek without a paddle?
Yes, I'd say that's another way, yes.
Well, sorry.
It's alright, but all I can say is that I'm only telling you all because of your encounter with Azelf that you brought up. Just be careful with who you talk about that type of stuff. You never know who, what, or even why somebody would be looking for these.
Yes, I think in future we might want to keep that quiet.
Oh, Holly looks
Agreed.
down. Holly looks down and says, "Sorry.
On your fault, little Missy. You didn't know.
I just
Well,
don't
maybe
like.
for next time.
I just don't like lying."
I wouldn't
It
say
ain't lying if you
Keeping a
didn't say
secret is-
anything.
Well, do what I do whenever somebody tells me to keep it a secret. Make it sound like a big plan for a huge surprise party, and whenever they're fine with telling us that secret, we tell it.
At this point, you
Surprise!
see Puppet just sort of chuckle at that remark.
I just tend to forget what the secret was. That's how I don't tell secrets much.
Yeah, but seeing a legendary Pokemon, that's gonna be difficult to forget.
Understandable.
We're treating it as if it's a big surprise party then.
Make it a legendary surprise
Legendary
There you go.
surprise.
There you go.
You had to go there.
Hey-oh.
I had to do it.
So at this point, Bert
You
just
see,
sort of...
Boop, that's how you make a good pun.
Hi-yo. All right, but at this point, he
Shut
just sort of
That's
just
annoying.
he just sort of just rubs his nose a little bit and just sort of stands back up a little bit after leaning in for the whisper, and he backs away a little bit and goes, "Now anyway, as we said, just keep that information to yourself." And just get yourselves ready to head out. For the sounds of it, if you guys are going to go to the sparring, 103 is the route you need to head to. But otherwise, Route 102 is where you need to go. But I do need to inform you of one thing, by the way.
Ah,
Oh.
What was your plan for your first destination, if you mind my asking?
Good question.
Well, I know that these gyms have an order, but I suppose our first destination should be the town just north of here.
That would be a good start, but what about, well, as I told you before, Rustboro is probably your best bet to start off, but I don't know if it's something I should say, because she suggested this. You see, the rock gym leader, Roxanne, she suggested that anyone who was coming to her gym first should stop off at Petalburg first. Apparently it's something to showcase what strength you'll need to progress through some of these gyms.
that's a bit.
To roleplay. So in other words, get ready to get an ass kicked first. I know.
Caitlin, I don't know what you're talking about.
Get your fucking ass kicked immensely.
Ghost type.
By the fifth. No, he changed the gyms. He changed the gyms.
You don't know which ones I've changed.
In all, it was just gonna be the fucking dragon type gym.
You don't know which ones I've changed.
So, in other words, we're gonna get our ass handed to her and all the fine china and silver plaster that you can imagine.
We'll find out. We'll find out.
If that's the advice you give, Professor, then we shall follow it.
You're going to check. Well, in that case, Petalburg is the place you'd need to check to see exactly what you'd have to contend with on the later. And then he's just looking and goes, Louise, where are you going?
Up.
But it's not time to leave. There's not time to leave yet.
Fine.
Now, come on, and don't be shy.
Okay. I just sit back in the chair.
Even though Louise doesn't prefers to be quiet, I think she's really excited about this journey.
Yeah, why else would she try to run off ahead?
I mean, who wouldn't be? It's a new experience for all of us, really.
Meanwhile, Louisa said she's just like, I gotta get away from these people.
Gotta go away from these annoying people.
No, I think
she just rolls her eyes. I just roll my eyes.
Well,
It's
anyway.
debatable, if you ask me.
But anyway, just keep yourselves with that information. Get yourselves ready, and I wish you the best of luck during the journey. Just be careful.
We most certainly will, Professor.
Thank you once again for everything, Professor.
Thank you, Professor.
Oh, I'm just doing my job. It's the only thing I have to do. Now, I suppose I should, well, I don't know if I should follow him or just go back to... You know what, I'll probably just make sure that the second team is ready to go shortly. So, just get yourselves ready, and, well, judging from the time of things, I'd say it's about another hour before it's best that you guys leave. So, just keep yourself safe, otherwise.
Great idea, Professor.
All right.
Good.
I actually have an idea.
Oh.
Oh boy.
So Holly, because Holly prefers not to, doesn't like the idea of going first.
Oh no.
She decides to go where the other team is. What was I guess our rival team and see them.
Yeah, well, they are in the as far as you know, they are in the other house.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go there.
You're gonna go in the house.
Yeah.
Okay.
She wants to go in the house. Roger's probably going to be the only one away from
And it's the only motherfucking map I ever made.
No. Okay, so we can just like pretend like I'm inside the house.
No worries. Okay. At this point, all of you watch as Holly has just darted after Professor Birch, who's just gone inside.
Oh, I'll be right back, guys.
Alright.
What's going into her?
I think she's nervous.
Tycho's just has a questionable look about this.
Okay, I'll just say you're there for the minute to get this. Okay, so Holly, as you go inside, you see as you basically made your way inside, Professor Birch now turns to look at you at this point and goes, Holly? And at this point, all the other 6 rivals in the house have all turned their gaze to look at you enter the house with your lovable little friend. As Roger just basically just looks up and just sort of under his breath, you don't see it, but you just see him just mouth something at this point.
Holly kind of just ignores ignores Roger and just waves at the other team. Hiya. I hope you guys had a nice morning.
At this point, you see the rainbow-colored one, Brittany, step up and just come right up to you and just goes, "Oh, we slept so amazing! Oh my gosh, you look so cute!" and she just instantly just gives you a big hug.
Holly at first doesn't know what to do with this before gently awkwardly pat her on the shoulder, it's nice to see you. It's quite nice to see someone's so bubbly and happy.
Yeah. Some of the others are
probably blushing right now.
But other than Templar.
Yeah, well, at this rate, the rest of the team, there's a few of them begin to chuckle. The only ones who don't look like they're chuckling at this point is the purple-dressed girl and Roger, who just looks at you and goes, "I presume there's more than one reason you came here."
Well, just one. I know that we are the first ones to go as a team, but I was thinking if you guys would like to, and if the professor would be all right, maybe we could just
as this happens,
walk to the first.
Oh, so as you speak, Roger just sort of steps up and goes, "What? Professor, you said that we were the ones going first." I did, but based on recent events, I just figured it'd be better that the other group goes first. And you see Roger just sort of clench his fists a bit and just look at you all and goes, So you're trusting characters like her to... I don't get this!
Well,
at this moment that she did.
Holly then tries her best to like speak up nervously. Well, if that's the case, then maybe why don't we all go together? We can all go to the first town and then go our separate directions if you want. I figured it'd be nice to have us all just have a nice stroll down.
Yeah,
to the small town.
At this point, the other girl who didn't laugh, which would be, if I get my names correctly here, is Samantha, which is the purple one. You know what? Give me a second. For the sake,
I know what he's about to do.
Yeah, for the sake of contrast, so you're aware on this, the other one who's coming up is this one.
Yeah, I was just to specify, like Holly's just like trying to be friendly.
Yeah, she walks up and just looks at you and goes, "Oh, I see. So from what I see, you know what, Roger? You were kind of right about this one. Don't know why she's too shy to speak much else. So I guess she is trying to look for some comfort, because I guess that's probably the only thing she can see." And at this point, you see Brittany just looking and goes, "Sam, no need to be so forward about that. It's rude." And she goes, "What? I'm just saying it like it is." If she's too nervous to get a straight wording without stuttering over her own lips, it definitely says a lot. And at this
I'm quite nervous about this, but I don't see why we have to I don't, maybe like just for Holly then just like stumbles a bit.
Yeah. And you see Sam at this point just leaning
At
close.
this point, Liz was like,
Oh, go on. Yeah, sorry.
At this point, Liz would like to enter the room to look for Holly.
Okay, you know what? I'll see if anyone wants to follow suit at this point, although I do see a shop pit that's hanging around the window.
Yeah. Yeah, Shepard's just gonna be listening from the outside.
Okay, have Shopper make a perception check.
All credits.
Yeah, that's the name of the show! I told you I didn't have much planned for all this. I'm sorry. What? Did I? I dropped. I fucking dropped.
Chris?
Good dude?
Somebody shoot me and call me.
No, Chris.
Boy.
You're good.
Thank you. Sorry. Just the constant bad luck. That's all.
Well, part of it's probably on Discord's end because Discord servers did have to restart today.
Oh.
Yeah, there was a power outage. There was some issue with the power over where the Discord servers are being held at.
Okay.
And therefore, they had to get their staff on to basically manually reboot all the servers.
Okay.
That makes sense.
All right. Yes. So yeah. Perception. Sorry. The roll. Yeah. Okay.
12.
12. Okay. Yeah. From Puppet's perspective, she can see. Puppet sees Holly sort of stuttering a little bit, and Sam leaning, and Samantha just leaning in close and things. that's the best. That's the best the puppet can get. But I will say in this scenario, if anyone else wants to follow suit and go in, you can do. I just don't have too many people because obviously, with all due respect, I haven't planned for too much.
So
I would like to go in to look for Holly.
Okay, I finally know what to say.
All right. Okay, Elizabeth.
But,
I'll tell you what. I'll give Holly a chance to say something, and then you can go in after. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So Holly says, I know I'm a bit nervous about all this, but I can imagine that we're all a bit nervous here. So I figured, well, as a sort of reassurance, why don't we all go together for a bit?
You see, Brittany at this, but look and goes, oh, more team together. That would be fun. Seriously, doesn't that sound great? You see Hannah and Dustin at this point just sort of look at each other with a smile, like, yeah, this is all right. But then as this goes on, you see Sam at this point just giggle a little, and she goes, well. This definitely proves my point. If the fact that there's not need to travel together with more experience, I guess that does say it all, doesn't it?
Thank you, I think.
She sort of raises the head and goes, you're a sweet one. Though maybe you should learn of something. In this world, sometimes it's better to get over and do things by yourself. Because at the end of the day, sometimes your own weakness is the only thing you need to understand.
Well,
So why are you partaking in this competition?
All right,
then?
at that point, Elizabeth has just barged in, and you see Birch at this point just go, oh, I was hoping to avoid any extra stuff. Alright, what was that you said again, Heidi?
I was just standing in the doorway. I heard what Samantha said as I came in, and I'm like, so why the fuck did you enter this competition then?
Why?
When it's all about teamwork.
Because of one simple reason. What's your name? Sorry, I don't think we've had the pleasure of properly saying hello.
Call me Liz.
Liz. At this point, she sort of looks at the others and then back at you and goes, well, you're definitely more bold than this one is, I'll say that much. But
I get in front of Holly, just a little defensively. What's it to you? And I'd like to roll an intimidation check.
Oh! Go ahead!
Is this gonna be like?
And if I remember correctly, that is
bar fight?
46.
Oh no.
Holly's kind of just cowering behind her, and I can imagine like Mochi's also like glaring at the group with his arms crossed.
By the way, I'm sorry everybody for how these characters are.
Okay, Shepard just pokes their head at the window and sticks his tongue out at the group.
No.
Okay, you know what? Let's see if any of them notice. What's your roll, Heidi, by the way?
A 3, a 4, a natural 6, and a 2.
Oh, can I roll an intimidation check for Mochi?
15 total for the intimidation.
Okay, 15.
Thank you, Ian.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, go ahead
Because of
if
my
you want.
brother's recent
Yeah, no worries.
because of a recent development, I've had to switch setups. So
no worries. Don't worry.
I have something to work with at least.
Yeah. No worries. Okay, yeah. If you want to make the roll for Mochi as well, Caitlin, you can do. Just go to Mochi and do the same thing. He should have the same statistics.
Yeah,
and such.
found it.
Did you?
Hold on.
I'm sorry, I didn't have any other better
Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time to.
All right.
Don't worry. All right, 6. Okay. Where Mochi isn't as intimidating, you see Liz on the other hand just stares and. Well, how do you intimidate them as you say that?
Well, because I'm 6 foot, I don't know how tall Samantha is, but I'm gonna look her dead in the eye, either up or down, and I'm gonna just glare with an ice and fire.
You see Sam at this point just smirk and goes, "You see, that's more like it. I like that type of attitude. Not afraid to jump in and do what's needed. Look, don't get the wrong idea, Liz. I'm not trying to ridicule or say that teamwork isn't essential. All I'm saying is that every one of us has a weakness, and unless everyone else can cope with that weakness, well, I think that says it all, does it not?"
I would say it's a learning experience. Learn about not just each other, but about yourself as well. Ways of improving said fault. If you find a fault with that,
By the way,
you can get out of here.
By the way, at this point, you do see Hannah at this point look at the window and go, "Oh, hey, isn't that Shuppet who belongs to that ghost girl?" And Shuppet at this point is just blowing a raspberry in the window, just flying around.
Yeah.
At this point, Bert just jumps in a little bit and just goes, "All right, everyone, calm down. Now look."
Liz will just usher Holly out the door. Come on, Holly. I assume we're not even wanted here anymore. If they want to grab by themselves, well, that's on them.
Some of them kind of give like a sad-ish sort of look, except Samantha, who you do catch a little bit, and as you head out the door, you do hear one phrase from her. She looks back at the others and go, "What did I say?" As you close the door.
Holly just says, quickly says, see you all soon.
Okay. As the door closes. By the way, at this point, you will see the shop just go round the corner as you two come out the building.
Oh my god.
And Liz is just gonna facepalm.
Holly waves at the Shuppet, saying, "Oh, hi, Puppet."
Honestly, Ollie, what were you doing in there, mate? You could have gotten us all in trouble.
Well, I was just, just asking if they would like to come with us. I didn't think of, anything bad of it. I just, I imagine
Ollie. Ollie, but folks like them only care about themselves, and they're in it for... Well, they're not in it for fun, that's what.
Well, not
they're
all
in it to
of them.
prove to themselves and the world that they're the best.
Well, not all of them. Brittany seems like a really nice person, and I can imagine if once you get to know them, deep down, they're nice people too. It's just, you just need to get to know them, and just like with Pokemon, once you see them, once you see how they are, you get to see that they're all full of characters and personalities that you just can't help but love.
Liz just kind of turns her head away a little bit and not all people can be trusted to do the right thing. Oh no. Come on, let's get with the others.
If I may intrude...
Oh, yeah, at this point, Tycho looks and sees you both there and walks over.
In my defense, Holly, as far as I'm concerned, the entire point of this competition is for the glory of being the best. So, whatever you were trying to do, it is kind of, well, different from the goal.
Holly then looks down and, sadly at the ground. Oh, okay. I was just being, there's there's more to this competition than just winning. It's about forming a team, and not just us, but with Pokemon.
Hey, you're not. I'm not saying you were wrong.
Really.
At this point, you do hear the door open close by, and you do see one of the other. You see the sight of the bulkish looking guy, who you guys know is Dustin. Dustin comes out and he walks up to all of you and goes, "Hey, is she okay?"
Holly's still looking like slightly hurt for like what he said. How like the point of the competition is just to be like, just to be the best and nothing more.
Yeah, you see, Dustin at this point looks at you and then looks back at the other two and goes, "Is everything okay? I kind of came out to see exactly what was going on, and I wanted to apologize for my teammates' actions."
Samantha can go shove it for all I care. At least one of you has a bit of decency.
Oh,
I think she's alright now.
well,
Yeah,
Go
now
ahead.
Tycho is getting a little uncomfortable from what's going on now.
He just sort of just coughs a little. Goes, "Well, I'll at least say this: Roger is, from what we've gathered, he claimed himself as the leader, as he says that he knows a lot more than the rest of us. So he believes in his way or no way type of behavior, and well, we're still trying to figure out Sam, but we think that she's a little straightforward for people's likings. So whether she means it as a sincere or an insult, I don't know whether that's a way she knows, but I guess in a weird way, I just wanted to come out and just make sure that you, Miss Holly, were not hurt by what happened."
That's very kind of you for checking up on us. Thank you.
Oh, please.
I actually, Holly then
Most
smiles
commendable,
at
in
him.
fact.
Oh, go ahead, Caitlin. You first. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. Holly just gives him like a really nice, kind smile.
Okay. What did you say? What did you say, Floof?
Most commendable, Dustin.
I appreciate it. But yes, I apologize. Again, I want to apologize, but I just wanted to add a little something to what was said to your statement about how we're all aiming to be the best. It is true that most of our group is aiming to be the best of that, but some of us do have our other reasons. So, I think for some of us, we just have our own ways of trying to be the best. In your way, Holly, you believe that being friends and partners with as many people will make you stronger. And I'm guessing you, what's your name? And he's pointing at you, Heidi.
The name's Liz.
Liz. Sorry, I apologize. I'm not hearing that. And your smart-looking friend there. What's...
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Oh, me, Tycho.
Tycho. Okay, I'll try my best to remember all that. Apologies, I'm not good at names, unfortunately, so if I mix up things or say them wrong, I'll apologize right now.
Perfectly understandable.
But
It's alright, mate.
all I can say is I'm sure that you, Liz, and you, Tycho, you all have your own unique ways that you feel being the best at the end of this competition stands out. Whether it's you trying to prove something, you're trying to be better than someone, stuff like that, for example.
True.
You're not wrong on one of them.
Heck, I mean, even probably the little miss who has that shop. Speaking of which, where is that girl with the shop? It's anyway.
She's right there.
Oh, he looks over and goes, "Oh, so that's where the shopping goes to. Hello there."
I just raise my hand.
But to add to it, even she probably has her own reasons that she sees to be here as the best. The point is, Holly, is don't let it get you down what everyone sees as their way of being the best. At the end of the day, you have your way, and as long as you're happy with your way, that should be all that matters. Your personality is what makes you you. And don't get me wrong, I aim to beat all of you because, well, let's face it, it's the competition and I want to stand up top. But I am not going to be so heartless as to say your dreams don't matter because you're never going to get them because you're weak or anything like that. That would be insensitive. You know, that'd be like sort of saying somebody just put their jacket on the ground. You know, it's kind of like in those movies, you know, like how the guy puts the jacket over the puddle and the girl just decides to stomp on it, causing it to muddy and doesn't give a care. You know what I mean?
I believe the way to be strong is how much you trust in your Pokemon and how much they put their trust in you. Because after all, while this is a competition between us, we have to remember that we need to consider our Pokemon as well.
Indeed. In fact,
After all, they're we may be a team, but so are our Pokemon. And we need to treat them with just the same respect as we would like to be treated.
If I may add, Dustin, although we may be rivals to one another, you seem like a sensible person to talk to.
oh well, it's one thing I've learned with my time. I'll just, if I can at least be honest on one thing, I'm still not comfortable with the idea of a team competition myself. I prefer my own skills. Please, no disrespect to this whole thing, but, well, it was kind of his idea, and he holds out his Pokeball, and as he does so, the Pokeball lights up, and out pops out his partner. If it will show up.
One of
Yep.
my favorite fighting.
Yep, he has a Halucha!
Halucha!
Yep,
Halucha G!
yep, he has
At this point, that
Yeah, he has a Halucha. Welcome back. So it's not this big. I'm just showing off. For those who have not seen a Halucha before, this is the boy. Also, I would like to point out something, by the way. All the Pokemon for the rivals have all been decided by Sonic Hanna.
Okay.
Which is the maddest thing.
it is at this point that Kemplar walks out of the bathroom and goes, "Alright, I'm done. What did I miss? Is that a Halucha?"
He just rushes over, just like, you see Dustin at this point go, it's the friendly. Roll the dice.
Yeah, you already know what I'm doing.
This is so fun.
I'm glad you're enjoying this. Did you expect a Halucha from him?
I didn't. I thought it was gonna be like. I really didn't expect a Halucha. I thought maybe like a Cyndaquil or something.
I thought it was gonna be
Or
a
like even a
Machamp.
Chimchar.
No.
Halucha, the wrestling Pokemon. This Pokemon is known to go through wrestling tournaments and make it to the finals of each bracket. However, it is almost always defeated by Pikachu Libre.
Darn! You see Halucha at this point just do like the...
Oh wait! Oh my God! Mochi. Then after hearing that, it gives like a very cocky grin. Like, yeah.
Yes! Yeah! Yeah.
My apologies for me being cut off halfway through my sentence. My computer did it again.
No worries. But yeah, you see Halucha there. But yeah, he sort of looks at people and you see Dustin just sort of go, that Pokedex is an interesting one.
Yeah, it used to be my mother's.
Oh,
So it's,
As is your Pokemon there, Dustin. I don't think I've ever seen a Pokemon like that before.
Those feathers are beautiful.
Yeah, this is my tried and true partner. Well, he's been with me for a while. This is Greco, my Halucha.
Oh, I think Heidi wants to say
Oh,
something.
go ahead, Heidi.
Sorry, I just need to confirm all the names. I have 5 out of 6
Oh,
on my notes.
are you on
For
about
the
are you on
rivals.
about of the rivals? Okay. You know what? I'll be fair to mention this because I'll be fair. You've got Hannah, you've got Brittany.
Anna, Roger, Samantha, Dustin, and Brittany.
Yeah, the only one you don't know is the one who hasn't introduced himself yet. So right now, I don't think anyone should know the name. I don't think.
I heard Haluchas are amazing wrestlers.
At this point,
Amazing, not only.
So as you're saying, this Halucha is just sort of showing off and just backflipping over Pikachu and Reggie at this point.
Reggie is only looking at the Halucha in curiosity.
Mochi pouts
I'm
and
imagining
then
Beatrice
tries to
just hopping around
somersault
excitedly.
to try and one up the Halucha.
Yeah. Oh, so Shuppet's even come to say hello. So at this point, he looks over at Louise a little bit and goes, "You're intrigued?"
Oh wait, should I roll an athletics check for Mochi since he's gonna try and do a somersault?
Go ahead.
Is it an athletics or an acrobatics?
You know what? Acrobatics, because athletics is more movement, acrobatics is more flips and rolls and things.
Alright.
To a degree.
Okay,
So-
while she's doing...
Is it acrobatics?
Yes. Go ahead, Del, sorry.
That's alright, while she's doing
Yes.
doing that. Louise just... Okay, I just point at the Halucha and go like... Tough.
As he hears that, and he just sort of just does a graceful sort of like arms in the air type of pose. For those who've seen Halucha in the games, he does that pose just before he jumps up for flying press.
Oh yeah. That.
And he sinks the landing!
All right, yeah. So as the Halucha just does his thing, Mochi notices this and does a flip. And almost like he's done it before, he does a flip similar, and the Halucha just looks over at Mochi with a choo, and with a sort of mini smirk.
Mochi smirks back at him.
Yeah. At this point, Dustin just sort of chuckles with his arms crossed and goes, "This Pokemon, it's actually, well, let's just say there's a reason I'm using this one more than most other Pokemon. See, this Halucha is actually the baby of the ones that my grandparents had. Before
Your grandparents were Pokemon breeders?
they were, or at least they were before they retired. Before they fully they closed their breeding parlor down, but before they decided to hang up the tools of the trade for good, they bred this Halucha for me as a bit of a get ready for what you want to do. And then we moved out here to Hoenn, and, well, the rest just sorts itself out. He just sort of ruffles his feathers, and you see at this point the Halucha just sort of just does like the mini equivalent of a bird when it gets wet, the sort of...
Shake, ruffling its feathers.
Yes! And you see him just look at Dustin with a, "Don't do that."
Oh.
I'm glad you like him.
It's very nice to meet him. I can
What a
he has
personality he's got there.
I can tell you two are perfect for each other. You both have you both have amazing spirit in your eyes.
But at this point, Arlen sees the group and walks over. So, Arlen, what are you doing as you see this?
Well, I'm packed and ready to go when everyone else is.
At this point, Arlen, you look and you see the tough-looking boy, and you see the Halucha there, just sort of showing off to everyone else. You see the other Pokemon just sort of looking at him with like a "ooh" as he's showing off.
Okay, given they was talking about not revealing what Pokemon they had on the rival team, I make a mental note of that.
Oh no. I knew someone would do that. Oh no.
Oh no.
God damn you, Wayhon. You're following your character perfectly. Okay.
Their first mistake.
And that was your last clue. Alright. So at this point, Dustin just sort of looks at him and goes, and I'm guessing that's the last one of your team there, the one with the Joltik on his head.
Hello.
He sort of looks at the rest of you and just walks behind the socks and goes, "Hi there. Name's Dustin." And he offers his hand out to you, and you see that his hands are covered in sort of the armbands on him. In fact, you know what? For the sake of this, I'm going to just show a better look of what he looks like. This is what he properly looks like. If you want a better look at him.
Oh dang. Oh dang.
Sorry, girls. He's taken.
Funny.
I'm trying to be funny. Yeah, he walks out and just offers his hand to you at this point, Arlen.
Well, from that, sorry, she's taken. Reggie, it gives like a confused.
Yeah. I'm joking.
Okay.
Wait.
But at this point, he looks.
Just out of curiosity,
Yes.
can I perceive how clean his hands are?
You do see that there's.
Without being too rude.
It's all right. You do see that there's what looks like a bit of sort of partial chalk dust, but not a great amount. It looks like it's just a little bit kind of on the fingernails a little bit, but not to the point of his hands are covered.
Oh.
Yeah, alright, I'll be polite, I'll shake my hand.
Alright. He takes the hand and goes, "Ah, you know, I've met a few people who are kind of similar to what you look like for an attitude. You're alright. What's your name, if you mind my asking?"
Oh, damn it.
I just wanted him to do this.
You shouldn't have asked that.
My name is Arlen Montgomery Van Doren Quadel de Lowry III, but please, just Arlen.
Aeon, you do realise you're going to have to do that for the rest of the journey now. Whenever someone wants to know your name.
And whenever somebody asks me to introduce you to them, I am going to say the full name as well.
Oh no.
I have it written down.
Followed by everyone just chiming in, but you can call him Arlen, yeah.
So at this point, Dustin sort of walks back to the side of his lucha and looks back and goes, "Well, Evaldo, so I understand that you guys are going to be leaving first."
Though I'm pretty sure we don't mind if we all leave together. I mean, I'm still willing to put that offer for you guys. Thanks, Louise. Thanks, Louise.
Well, she's being her. You see Dustin look over at you, Louise, and just goes, "A woman with simple words." He just sort of looks back at his at Greco, and he just goes, "All right, Greco, we better get back inside before old Grumpy Butts basically gets even more troublesome in all of this." And you see Greco
Right,
at this
before you
point.
go, Dustin.
Yes.
You alright, mate? If we ever meet on the battlefield again, one-on-one, you and me. How about it?
Heidi, you do realise, unless you're planning to evolve your Eevee into an Espeon, Halucha can body you instantly.
Well, there's Espeon or Jolteon. Glaceon would be an interesting thing to see, though.
Yeah. At this point,
I have my plans.
Got it, everyone. Evolve it to an Umbreon.
and get
Apparently,
bodied
according
by.
to my book.
Oh, sorry, Del.
Yeah, apparently according to to my Pokedex in my forum thing, there are other Eons.
Those are fan-made.
Yeah,
Those are
they made
fan-made.
fan-made. They made fan-made once.
Are they gonna be in the
I'm
thing?
going to look at them before we decide.
One can only dream.
Okay.
I'll look and decide
Okay,
from
that's-
there. But yeah, at this point, Dustin just sort of looked over at you and go, listen, Liz just goes, we'll see. Nothing personal, but I guess we'll just see what the fearless leader suggests.
Holly,
Get out
then
for all I care. I just want a good bat with you.
no.
Yeah, go ahead, Caitlin. What were you saying?
Sorry, I was just gonna wait. Sorry. Holly then holds her hand out to shake his hand and says, "Even though we're rivals, I still want to wish you and your team the best of luck."
Ditto.
Hey-o! What's this? Random
Ditto.
ditto just flies across the screen when you say ditto.
I need to stand there.
That's a ditto!
You know it!
Met.
You know it!
What's this? There's a ho-oh flying over. Ditto! Ditto!
Ditto.
Metapod. Metapod.
I love that Pokemon cry. That was one of my favorites. Metapod. Do you say
Metapod.
anything else for that? Metapod. I think the Four Kids actor just paid for one line. Alright, but yeah.
Okay.
He smiles a little bit and takes your hand and just sort of does a rough. You feel the small grip on his on the hand a little bit because he's used to gripping people's hand a bit hard. In fact, Arlen, you actually noticed this as well. Your hand begins to sting a little bit as you feel the muscles a little bit kind of ache from how much he was gripping your hand.
Holly then I appreciate Holly's almost in a breath saying, "Ow, ow, 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 ow."
Oh, sorry. I apologize.
No, it's okay.
Oh. Okay. Wait. What's Puppet doing?
Puppet just going back to Louise.
All right.
False alarm.
By the way, just at this point looks over you, Louise, and just goes, I don't know your name. The shop owner.
Louise.
Louise, I apologize. I'll try my best to remember. Louise, can I offer friendly advice from someone who's been in your shoes before? You've got many different personalities. I'm sure none of them hate you. So learn to love them. And at that point, he puts his hands in his shorts and just walks back into the inn.
Okay.
I just blink a few times.
I'm about to sound like an asshole, but I didn't catch half of what you just said of Dustin and Louise.
Alright, in short, basically, he just looked at Louise a little bit, just says, take it from someone who's been a bit like you before. You've got many different personalities of many different types. If any of them disliked yours right now, they would hate you. I think it's in short, well, Louise, I'll say that, you know what, Louise, make an insight check, or make a, is there any way, let's see,
let's see, is there an insight stat?
Insight.
You'd think I would have learned this!
There is no insight.
What's that?
There's, would intuition be, the closest?
I think intuition would.
You know what? Let me have a quick look. I'm gonna have a look at. I'm gonna use Caitlin's character sheet as an example.
Thank you.
No, where's this? We'll look at Caitlin's and see if we got something. Okay. You know what?
This
Intuition.
is very loud.
We'll make this intuition.
All right.
Ooh, not bad.
What's the number? I'm looking at that. 11.
4, 6, and 1.
Okay, one nat there. Okay.
One nat, one
Yeah,
nat.
one nat, or two nats, one top, one lower, as I'm calling it. Okay, Louise, you get the feeling that despite the way he worded it, you sort of understand what he was trying to say. That, in a weird way, if any of these people who you were with right now, if any of them had a problem with you, they would say it, but they're willing to accept everything, even what your puppet's doing. I hope that made perfect sense what I'm trying to get with that.
Yeah, no, don't worry.
Yeah,
It
I'm
makes
trying to
sense.
make it sound like you're not instantly changing a personality, but I'm saying you at least understand what he was saying.
I just blink a few times and just look at Puppet. Hmm.
Interesting fellow. I look forward to him catching us up down the line.
Same here.
What was it you said again, Am? Sorry?
I said, interesting fellow. I look forward to him catching us up down the line.
You got that right.
We get on with the others as well, just like him.
Oh, yeah.
Holly said, like,
Speaking of
really
getting on,
optimistically.
what time is it? Is it time for us to leave?
I'm not sure about the others. The others? Probably.
Alright, at this point, Birch comes out in the process of you guys having this sort of conversation, and he comes up and goes, alright, sorry about that, although I would have preferred less of a encounter about that, but Holly, are you worried about going first or something? Is there anything troubling you?
Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, don't worry, Holly. We got your back.
We are a team after all. We must look out for each other.
Yes, you can rely on the rest of us.
At this point, the fact that he said something of a motivation with the whole team in mind catches you all by surprise. I'm joking. I'll say hearing these words, you just give him a look of like, huh? You want to respond to that?
It's like a confused look, meme with the math equations going around.
It's like that meme with the lady with the fucking math questions. Like, what?
I'll bet it's the what meme. Boo-doo, boo-doo-doo.
Oh no! Wait, it's that like it's like that blinking meme. You know, the guy who like blinks like.
Oh yeah,
like, you know?
like,
oh, the one that's like the one that's basically like this.
Yeah, that.
Yeah. So,
also,
Holly then.
pussycat.
Yes, the intruder's been here for about a solid 5 minutes. And she ain't leaving.
Oh, right.
Holly then like sort of
And
like
she's very
relaxes a
loud.
bit and says, "Thanks, guys. I feel a little bit better hearing that. It's just so nerve-wracking."
Hey,
Hey now.
and Liz is
let's-
gonna put her hand on Holly's shoulder. If anything's worrying you, you can turn to us. We're here for you.
So, that's what friends are for.
Thanks, guys, and I'll try my very best. And she then looks at Mochi and says, "And
Heard that.
I'll try to be the best trainer I can be for you, Mochi."
Shut up! Let's see. Okay.
I couldn't resist.
Let's
I couldn't
see.
resist.
Floof's first roll next session, disadvantage.
Hey now. Now.
And you know what? I'll put that house rule. I'll allow one correct use of the Pokemon theme tune when you say you'll try your best. If you misuse it, I will give you disadvantage. I'm kidding, Floof. You're fine.
I know.
All right, but yes.
Okay. Moving on.
At this point, you have about 15 minutes based on how everything's happening, the mingling and such. So you have 15 minutes before you're scheduled to go. Birch does look at you and goes, well, it is a little close. If you guys want to now, you can head off now if you wish.
One thing that I want to do real quick.
What's that?
All right.
Easy, the evolution Pokemon.
Oh, no!
Its dreams are easily influenced by its surroundings. Even its face starts to look like that of its trainer.
Oh, wait, is that a real one?
Yeah, that is.
Ultra Moon.
Oh,
Ultra Moon.
right. Okay, yeah, he's Pokédex catching everything.
Everyone? Where is Louise?
You see Birch
Get over there.
you see Louise's shook.
I think
said-
Louise is ready to go.
He said to leave.
I said if you want to.
I'm actually
but
with
it needs to
Louise
be
on
a
this
group.
one. The earlier we start, the better chance we have of succeeding.
There's one more matter I must attend to before we head off.
What's that?
There's
So-
one thing.
Tycho takes out the Pokeball he used to catch Zora, and lets it out of the Pokeball in front of Tycho.
As you go to do this, Horsey does sort of hot to you in the process. But at this point, Birch does look at you and goes, well, you should be okay for now, but you just got to be aware that there's one ruling that they've put into a context of this beforehand.
What ruling is that, Professor?
If you're going to travel, you're allowed to have one Pokemon out at a time at maximum. If you're resting up at locations, you're welcome to have as many as you want, but the moment you leave a town, you need to only have one Pokemon of your party out at a time.
No, understood.
Hmm.
I'm just needing to do one thing quickly.
I'm glad you all did that quick. I'm glad you got this ruling quickly. All right, yeah. So are you bringing out the Zorua?
For a little bit,
Oh no!
to ask it one thing.
Oh no!
No.
All right. So
So
right in front of Arlen, you bring out the Zorua.
Hello there. So Tycho just simply kneels down in front of the Zora. So no hard feelings about yesterday. Yeah.
He just does like a little tiny tail wag. But at that point, as he's doing that, he sort of takes a little nibble on your lab coat's bottom and begins to sort of pull it a little bit.
Cute.
Oh, that is cute. So he's Tycho sort of lightly scritches behind the behind Susie's ear.
Oh,
the Zorua's name is Susie. Okay.
yeah. So now you know the Zorua's
I
name.
said that earlier.
Yeah, it's just this is now the proper introduction. By the way, at this point, Arlen, you see the Zorua's affection. Aeon, could you do a guile check?
Oh no! Oh my god!
Yeah, Aeon, guile if you would, please. Let's see if you can disguise this twitch.
Oh.
Yeah, you forgot.
Oops, right.
Please get a -1.
Well,
I don't think it's gonna get negatives.
he can't.
1 second. When I rebooted Roll20 a while ago, I lost the sheet being out in the
Tycho,
open.
Oh,
Tycho doesn't notice.
alright. Okay, 13.
Oh.
Alright. Okay, so I'll let you disguise this twitch, but how do you react seeing this?
I try to keep the momentary pang of jealousy off my face.
I'm actually gonna roll. Can I roll my character perception to see if I notice?
Why
Sure,
would you
go
be
ahead.
looking- Wait, why would you be looking at
Tycho's not noticing. He's still,
Yeah, Tycho's not, but Holly wants to.
Oh,
Go ahead,
that's
Holly.
Heidi.
Yeah. Heidi,
Go
do you want to as well?
ahead. Oh.
Oh.
Oh,
Nah.
Hide it that way, I think.
No. Oh, she did poof.
Me?
She had to go ding.
Ah, okay. I missed the conversation there. I apologize. All right. So as So,
all right,
yeah,
all
so
right
you
then.
don't notice
And
this.
he takes out the Pokeball again, and all right, back you go, Susie.
She
hold
looks
on,
at you.
Kempler.
Oh no.
Hold on, Taco, real quick before you do.
He's gonna do a Pokedex.
Oh,
Right.
All right, let's do this.
Oh no.
Zorua, the tricky fox Pokemon. This Pokemon has a cowardly disposition, so when it's not around friends, it basically always stays transformed as something else.
Oh.
That's a low roll, right?
Wrong. That's a high roll. It's
Wait,
not,
that's
it's
a
a
real.
wholesome Pokedex. It's a real entry. It's
What
a real Pokedex entry.
What game?
Ultra Sun.
Oh.
They Ultra Sun give some fucking weird Pokedex entries.
Yeah. But well, fair enough. So you send that away. Arlen, do you retract the twitchy eye at this point?
At this point, Arlen is going to make like a resident channeler and start heading for the freaking entrance.
Louise, you look and see Arlen just run, just sort of just do this angry walk style past you.
I was the like the walk with the stick up his ass.
Angry,
Tycho stands back up.
Calculated.
Sweet thing it is, and she is. Now where's Arden going?
Oh, he's over by Louise.
Louise, do you react at all to Arlen coming near you?
I just tilt my head to the side.
Just kind of the what?
Yes.
All right. So at this point, Burst just looks at all of you and just goes, well, if you want to leave, I'd say you have the opportunity to do so. So I suggest you get yourselves with the last stuff you need and just head up north when you're ready.
Well, I have everything I need. Anyone else?
I'm good, but Holly then turns to Professor. But Professor, will you be all right with us heading off early? I don't want you to get in trouble again.
Ah, don't worry. Besides, if it turns out it's a few minutes, I'd say you should be all right. Besides, Route 1's a little longer, so I'd say as long as if anything else, it takes like about 2 days to fully traverse Route 101 to get to the end. In short, I just had it as Route 101 was 1 bit. But I'll just explain to all of you guys what I'm doing. I have taken the routes from the games, but the idea is the section when you guys do some battles with wild Pokemon and stuff like that, the idea is even though in the games you could get through them in like, say, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, however long needed and stuff like that, the idea is the battles take place in a small part of the route as part of this campaign. If that makes any sense.
So basically, take the size of the root and multiply it by like a jillion.
Well, if you want to give that terminology, yes.
And meanwhile, Reggie is just for his own amusement, blowing a few bubbles and watching them blow in the wind.
Fair enough.
If that's okay, I wait. Yeah, I think should. Mochi just happily he looks at the bubbles and pops
Okay.
one.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
Yeah, Arlen's basically going to look at Louise and said, "You've got the right idea. Let's move. Let's get moving." And while that's going on, Pico's just watching the bubbles.
Oh.
Yeah.
He just,
I was originally gonna have Kepler point out the chair that was there, but it's gone now. So
yeah. I'll just say that the chair moved. Yeah, the chair was never there. Final boss, Chairmon.
The chair.
Oh God!
Is the chair a mimic? Does it have fangs? Is it bleeding? It's just a chair. But it's standing so ominously on its own. Just a chair.
Oh my god. The
I
chair,
don't
the
know,
chair,
guys.
The chair, the
It's
new
this
Pokemon.
chair here. I don't know, guys. This chair doesn't really sit with me well.
Oh, you went through this whole session. You've been waiting all session to say that.
I have been keeping my pun senses restrained until this moment.
That is a
Give me
fair
some
point.
credit.
That's fair.
okay, that's his one and only pun allowed for this session.
Yep. He did good in Venice. Alright, but yeah, okay, so at this point, Birch just sort of gives you all a nod, and he makes his way back to the lab. So at this point, the choice is all yours, guys.
Before, as Birch is going, and Tycho calls out, "Have a good day, Professor."
He just sort of looks back and waves and disappears off. Sorry.
Right,
Let's just say Arlen.
Shall we?
Let's just say Arlen got rid of the chair. He's the master of deceit around here.
Yeah, fair enough. No! No!
Huh?
Wait a minute! Damn it, Aeon!
I don't get it.
Oh, okay. Let's try that again. He got rid of the chair because he's a master of deceit.
Oh, Jesus Christ, man!
How many points of pun damage do I take for having that one?
I don't know. Let's see. By that one,
Is that your first? Is that your own first one? Or
yeah,
is that,
all of us.
or is this your-
Wow. That joke was so bad. Arlen some saying to ninja. No.
Can
Guys,
Arlen substitute for one another.
Chris,
Yes, Kate.
next cave that we walk in, can Arlen get swarmed by a pack of Zubats, please?
Do that everywhere!
No.
What? And then, oh, there's a Zubat. Oh, they all love me. Look, they're all giving me kisses.
Suddenly, I don't feel so good.
Oh wait, or better. In fact, I think I know what Arlen would really like.
Oh no.
A Galvanch, no, a bug type Pokemon on his team.
Well, we already know the concept of that part.
Alright, so what we doing?
Yep, well, choice is all yours, guys. What do you wish to do?
Louise is
I'm
leaving.
kind of wanting to, yeah, same. I kind of want to, head out.
Well, Kempo is going to grab Liz and Holly by the hands, and he's going to pull them towards the exit of the town. Say, "Come on, everybody, let's go!"
Okay, so Holly and Liz both get dragged. Alright. Okay.
At this point, the goal of the fewest words has got the best actions. Let's go.
Alright.
I think this is the start of a journey to remember.
Okay.
Maybe.
So, what was that? What was that, Del saying?
I said, maybe.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said yay. Oh, sorry.
Yay.
Good enough.
All of a sudden, Louise has been inhabited by the quiet form of Fluttershy. Yay.
Yay.
There you go.
It's like Louise is like Fluttershy but goth.
I guess that's one way. Alright. So, at this point, you all make your way there, and as you leave, you do hear the sound of a bell and a Pokemon, a journey to remember.
Credit.
Fair enough. I'll agree to that. We can have that if you want.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
All right. So, at this point, the journey is now on the go. You all make your way out of Little Root Town. As you do hear the sound of the bell, which was the indication for you guys to leave. So you did leave about a minute before it was supposed to ring, but I don't think anyone's going to disqualify a minute. And with that, you enter the familiar Route 101, which was the beginning area that you all remember. In the okay, so I need to ask this here. So now this is the point that I have to ask this, because I have to put this into the GM perspective now. How far along the route, at this point it is now midday, how far down the route do you want to go? Because I can tell you right now, Route 101 is, if I get my notes, I actually have to get my notebook out again. It's a cookbook. It's a cookbook.
Are we gonna get a scene change?
Yeah, I will in just a second. Okay. Route 101 is officially from the sunrise to the sunset. It is 2 full days travel.
It's midday.
So in
That's
short,
right, this
the
should surprise me a
default
little.
days. So we have 1.5 days. So we get about a quarter of the way through. That's about here. Right?
yeah, I'll basically put. I've just put Route 101 bit here. This is a perspective. You know, maybe I should make one that has a day part, but then it'd be too. Okay, you know what? I'll say for the sake of this will be 2 full days. 1 full day will get you about here. By full day's perspective.
We will go that way then.
Okay, okay. So the thing is, if you go in the full day, then that would mean you'd have to go from the sunrise to the sunset. So by the time it gets to about 9 o'clock in the evening, that is how far you're going to get. And it just depends if you guys want to sit down for the night or if you guys want to just carry on and just not get sleep.
I do have an idea before it gets too dark.
Oh, hello.
So Tycho would Tycho was kind of pondering to himself, like, fish I had did not so petty with me. Actually, do you guys excuse me for a moment?
Where's he going?
In the hopes of finding a berry somewhere, I would like to make a survival check, please.
Okay. Let me have a book look. Give me a quick minute. I need to double check my list. Beep bop bop bop. I know what it said. Alright, give me a second here. Shut up with that beam! Skip it up. Fine, would you prefer you're on the level? Alright.
I prefer we are number 1. Hey!
Alright, okay. In this... Yeah, okay. Survival check.
Alright.
Sorry, I had to double check there wasn't a specific statistic.
Who goes there?
Welcome back, Heidi.
Hi, Heidi.
Yeah.
Okay, so...
The journey begins.
Okay. Let's go. 7.
7, okay. You begin searching around along the route as you go. You do take some odd steps away from the path for a little bit. You don't find anything at this point, except for a half-eaten orangeberry.
Well.
Hey.
Wait a minute, now I have to ask. Is
So
it the
to put
same
it
half-eaten
simply,
orange?
I didn't find anything this time.
Except the half-eaten one. No.
Okay.
I want to ask right now, like not as Kemplar, but as myself, is that the same berry that Zora ate at the end, or from the last session?
Yes, actually.
You're right here. Right over here.
Right back where
You're right. Right about here.
Yes.
He's like right over here. This is very It's like this little area seems familiar. Wait a minute.
All right. Who said something as that search was going on? By the way.
I was wondering, is it slowly getting dark?
At this point, it is beginning to get dark.
Okay, I'm gonna roll a Pokemon education and see what Pokemon I can find.
Okay, go ahead.
Like not to catch, but just see what's around, right?
Unless I find red Pokemon.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh,
13.
oh, I forgot that's your highest statistic. Miss 4d6.
You haven't gone to the my 46 yet.
Wait, what's your one?
Athletics.
Oh, but your athletics is your 4d6?
Remember to give everybody the biggest hugs.
Oh no. Okay, fair enough. All right. Okay. So Pokemon education. All right, Caitlin.
Hi, Mochi.
You are familiar with, obviously, based on what you got from the statistics, you obviously know of the majority of the Pokemon that were around here. The only one that didn't catch your interest was the Hamdawa, which you got the news from Liz that it wasn't, it was wounded, so it sounded like this. I can tell you, the other two Pokemon that are hiding in this forest are Wurmple and Pidgey.
Oh, I would like a flying type.
Kemplar is good at taking out Torchic so that they're ready to take on the world.
They were saying that if I can find an Abra, it knows teleport, so I can teleport to places.
Oh no. Oh no.
The only question is, would Abra only teleport you, or would it teleport everybody else? Because one of those is going to be a major problem.
Okay. Heidi. I think Heidi wants to say something.
Go ahead, Heidi.
Heidi's muted.
Oh no, Heidi. Yeah, Dell.
Del, thank you.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Okay, before it gets too dark, I'm gonna have Louise release Princess so that she can use the pickup ability.
Oh, we're actually getting into pickup now, are we?
Yep.
Might as well see how this goes.
All right,
I might have to swap out Torchic.
Yeah, so at this point, Shuppet would then have to go back in the ball, by the way.
Okay.
So if that's what you want to do, then Shuppet would have to go back.
Okay.
Alright.
Go bye.
Okay.
So it's starting to get dark.
Yes, it is roughly about, based on how far your travel would go at this point down the route, it would be roughly about maybe 6 o'clock in the evening.
Okay, I'm gonna
Right.
put this up.
Oh,
I'm gonna move Elizabeth over
Just
here.
to-
Okay.
Yeah.
Just for the information.
Yeah, so day one would be about here.
Okay, and
So,
let's see what this does.
Alright, okay. Right, so in this case, you need to roll... Okay, so normally it would give the d20 there, so I guess it didn't give that. Okay, just roll a d20. No modifiers.
Alright. 7.
7. Ooh, an X item. Okay, my personal choice. Okay. We all know these things are fun to find in a game. It's a potion! I can't... Okay, you know what?
Right.
I'm going to roll a d6. Okay, you find an X speed.
An X speed?
Yes. In short, that means you will be able to increase your speed stat in battle. Okay, and I'm guessing the Zigzagoon is gonna do this too.
Yeah, I figured might as well swap them around. We're over here, right?
Yes. At this point, you are where Elizabeth is, and that will be as far as get me day one.
All right, so
Chris,
Yes.
I would like to do one thing before I quickly have to go because it looks like we're going to be leaving soon.
Okay, what's up?
I would like to set up the tent and maybe do some training with Beatrice again, or with the Houndour. So I'm gonna put Beatrice back in her Pokeball and do some training with the Houndour.
Okay, what training are you doing with Houndour?
I believe I can do some more agility training, maybe.
Agility training. Okay.
Let me just check that real quick.
all right.
Yeah, I can do agility training.
Okay, no problem. Let me see.
It's +1 to all movement stats, and then +4 to initiative.
I don't know where I can find X speed on here, so I'm just putting it.
Yeah, just write it down to say you got it. We can sort this out later. Okay. If the Zigzagoon is doing this, do it.
Okay.
Oh.
1, you find nothing.
Attacked it. Okay. Well. Yep.
Yeah, the Zigzagoon gets a trail on something, but instead it just finds a flower.
I can kind of see in my head, like, if I'm gonna roll a 1 again in the future, and it's just gonna follow its own footsteps.
No.
So how do I know what if my Pokemon has pickup or not?
I found it.
Go to your Pokemon that you think has pickup, and then you go scroll down
To
and-
capabilities?
abilities actually, which is with their edges and features.
Let me save you the
Oh,
trouble.
okay.
Let me save you the
Okay.
trouble. Horse. Wait a minute. Who has that Zigzagoon?
Mine?
Wait, did I give you the wrong token? Oh shit! I didn't put your token in there.
Okay.
All right,
in
no
this
problem.
Case, in this case, this Horsey does not have pickup. Okay.
No,
I just wanted to
Horsey
check.
and Zorua don't have it. Okay, go ahead. Caitlin, give me the D20.
Sorry. Yeah, just so everyone else doing it, I want to do.
That's
do it.
fine. Your Pikachu would have to go away though for the night then, if that's the case.
No, wait, I thought you said, like, while we're camping, we can.
Oh
have
yeah,
more than
okay.
one-
If you're doing it as you do camp, fine. I'll allow it this time.
Yeah.
Okay, D20, go. No bonus.
Come on. 19!
19. Oh, 19. A random held item.
Yes!
Of your choice.
I have the worst luck, but Holly has, but
shit.
Caitlin has the
Okay.
best.
You know what? I will get back to you. I will get back to you when we finish this session. I need to look what's in this game.
Yeah, boy, yes!
Oh my god, she can actually get something. Well, that's my fault for giving a pickup. Okay. Alright, but I will say at this point, you guys have the night now to yourselves. And at this time, I think we will call things there, because I think this went on a little longer than I thought.
Okay.
I just want to say, for giving me that item, I'm giving Zigzagoon a full-on belly rub. Who's a good boy?
Does the has the training worn off by this point?
When you at the end of the extended rest. So as soon
once
as
we
you guys, so in
once
short,
we-
when you guys wake up the next day, then yes. I believe that's how it
Alright.
works. All right.
Templar's going to set up his
will not
tent.
have any more injuries. Good.
Once you've taken the long rest, yes. So yeah, in fact, I would say if anyone wants to do anything tonight before you guys hit the bed, you let me know now before we wrap this session up.
All right, Templar's going to set up his tent.
I'm good. I'm happy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
Tycho is setting up his sleeping bag.
I'm gonna have Louise. Okay, I'm gonna have Louise do occult education to check for ghosts.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'll allow that as another check.
It'll be the final one she
Oh
does.
my god!
Wow.
5, 5, 5, 3.
I'd like to point out the max you can get with that 4 is 24.
Yep.
wow.
She got
Alright.
really freaking close.
Louise, though
Yeah?
you don't get the presence around you, you do get the sense of something up ahead. It's no, not within this vicinity. You feel like you are heading in the direction of something. Attention.
Something with what intention?
Gripping your attention, as in something that's making you realize, like, I'm starting to sense something here.
Ah, okay. I
Louise's senses are tingling.
yes. I just pet Princess on the head,
Wait a minute.
then set up my sleeping bag.
I just realized something Kempler should do before he goes to bed.
Oh no!
What?
Oh no!
Set up my tent.
Okay.
Alright, Del. What are you doing?
Del? Or
Alright, no, Del's setting up her thing, so what are you doing, Thean?
well, looking around, there's a few new things, so here we go.
Oh no! Pokédex!
Gosh.
Zigzagoon, the tiny raccoon Pokemon. One day, it wants to grow up to be a really big raccoon, and then join a rock band so it can become an even bigger raccoon, and then sing death metal.
Obstagoon reference!
What? What's that reference to?
Okay, he's making a reference to the Galarian Zigzagoons.
Oh.
Because they have an Obstagoon which is used by that. Okay, any more, Thean? Oh no, he's not done.
Houndour, the dark Pokemon. Whenever the moon is out, it tends to look up at the moon and howl, hoping that to gain the power of said moon. It doesn't always work out, but when it does, it is a terrifyingly beautiful thing to see.
Oh.
Well,
Oh, good. Glad to know that my Death Nugget has an appropriate name.
Death Nuggets, I forgot you named it that.
that's Nuggets!
Yeah, it's called Death Nugget.
Death Nugget is a wonderful name, and I love it.
Praise
You can thank
definitely.
Exotic Lair for that.
Death Nugget.
Alright.
Wait
any-
until it evolves into Houndoom.
Wow.
Okay. Any other ones to scan, or is that about it?
That's it.
Ruffapuff, the puppy Pokemon. Though it is a very brave Pokemon, it's also smart enough to check its foe's strength and avoid battle.
Did we already do that one?
No, I don't think we did.
No.
Last stream you scanned Lillipup.
Oh!
Oh,
Okay.
well then we can just ignore that.
You know what? I'll say for the context of things, you've scanned all the Pokemon that are around as well as the Hawlucha.
Yeah, I know. We scanned the Hawlucha, so that one was the easy one. We just needed to get Houndour and Zigzagoon out of the way.
Yes. Okay. Does anyone have any last things that they want to do?
Nope, I'm done.
Yeah, Tycho's just has set up his sleeping bag and hit the stack.
No worries.
Yeah.
Wait,
Um,
Holly. Holly realized
Meeting of
something.
life.
No.
I think I know what she's talking about. Holly doesn't have camping gear, does she?
No. Holly looks through her bag and her face fell as she realized something. I left my camping stuff at home.
Oh!
What?
Oh man. Okay. Well, Chris, I don't know if this was a happy little accident or not, but here it goes. What's the matter, Holly? You don't have any sleeping gear?
I think I must have left them all at home.
At the Pikachu, Mochi looks up at you and just sort of does a nod with a pee.
It's all right, Holly. I thought that this might happen, Well, no, I didn't. I just like to have a little bit of extra space for friends. But my tent's big enough to hold the both of us if you want to camp out there for the night.
Are you sure about this?
I'm fine with it. But it's polite to check with you first.
Aw.
That's really sweet of you. Thank you.
Yeah, it ain't no trouble at all.
My heart. I ship it.
I mean, the worst part is it does kind of look like they just jumped ahead in stage, apparently.
Yeah.
I mean, well, they're not showing the sleeping
I'm
bag,
at exit
so...
stage, right?
Alright. Okay, I'll say that's perfectly fine, Venus. So does anyone have any last things they want to do before we wrap this up? Because I know Heidi says she has to head off quite soon.
Yep,
I'm good.
pretty soon. I hear them moving, so...
Alright. Then I think with that, I'll say that you guys have your... Oh, yes, Aeon?
By this point, Pico's just sort of half asleep in Arlen's hair, so he's just going to basically gently lift the Joltik, set it down on his backpack, and put his tent up.
No!
And what Tycho has done is, before he got into his sleeping bag, he took his lab coat off and let Reggie use it and like wrap himself in the lab coat to sleep in.
Oh, what is all this cuteness, everybody?
It's like Holly gets into her like sleeping bag. She sort like her Mochi sort of like snuggle up against each other, and she hugs Mochi like one of those like as if it was like a dear teddy bear.
Oh, what is all this cuteness? Okay.
Dude.
I'm freaking dying of the cuteness overload.
Remind me, we're allowed to have more than one out if we're camping, right?
Right now, yes. If you're okay, I'll explain this briefly so we got it here. I had in my head that you guys could only have one Pokemon out at a time, so then that way if you had the team battle pit going on there, you had one Pokemon and that was what you were locked into when you're doing like those battles and stuff like that. However, if you can have more than, well, I'll say if it sounds like it's being confusing with that type of thing, you can have multiple Pokemon out with you at once. But when it comes to battles, you must have only one Pokemon out. You can't even have any of your other Pokemon watching.
All right. I think in this case,
This kind of makes it a little hard on me since there's no Pokeball for Reggie.
Oh shit. Oh right, I forgot we had that.
Yeah.
I will work on that.
Tycho's character will be the special exception.
DM did not think.
We'll just swap that around.
I am the dumb error.
Alright. We all have those days.
Yeah.
Unless like Reggie just like stands in the sidelines and just cheers.
Yeah, maybe that could work too. Alright. Okay, so we've got all the sleeping things there. Luis, what are you doing for the night? Are you doing anything else besides the ghost search?
Nah, she's just setting up her tent and going to sleep.
She's just gonna go straight to sleep.
Yes, she's gonna go straight to sleep.
Okay. Alright, and Thean, last with you. Are you just setting up and going to sleep after you've invited Holly in?
Yeah, no, my character's just gonna stretch a little bit, swap or return Kalana to bring back out Bogdal, and Bogdal's gonna be like the little heater for the inside of the tent. Keep things warm in the middle of the night.
Multiple heater. Of course, because Torchic has the ability of heater.
Yes, it's got that capability, so Torchic is God.
Torchic is always a hot water bottle, in other words. That backs. Alright, so I will say if there's nothing else with there.
Nothing else for me.
Well, you said that you were doing the bag and Reggie in the coat and that was it, yeah?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, yeah, other than that, nothing else for me.
Okay.
Oh, Holly does say one thing.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
She just simply says like, good night, everyone.
Alright, you all able to hear this. Don't worry, you're all able to hear this if you want to respond.
Good night.
Good night, Holly.
Night.
And good night to you, Reggie.
Aloha oi. Alola oi.
Yeah. By the way, at this point, there's some at this point, a few bubbles make it out of the tent, and 2 bubbles just float in the air out of the tent.
Wait,
just
bubbles? Wait, tent? Do I... What?
Oh no, you have a sleeping bag. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have one. You didn't get one.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's alright. Caitlin didn't buy any. I don't think.
Alright,
Just
so I have to go,
got a
guys. So,
flashlight.
You have to head?
I have to, yeah. So I want to just quickly, does anybody else?
Yeah,
Good.
I think everyone's pretty much in. So I'll say this: you won't get your long rest, and when we'll stop the session, it'll be after the long rest.
Yay.
All right, long rest.
All right.
Yay.
All right. So at this point, I think we'll wrap things up here. So with that said, everybody, that's all for tonight's episode of Poke D&D. I hope you guys have had a good time. Sorry about the slight little hiccups and things along the way. We're gonna try to do better on the next part. As I said, it's a crappy laptop. I'm doing the best I can. Shut up. No, Mom, I'm doing better.
And I
It's a crap
have
problem.
no idea what's causing my computer to seize up.
Don't
Like it
worry.
did 3 times the stream.
Yeah, don't worry. Alright.
Don't worry.
But with that said, if you were charged with joy with this stream, you know what you gotta do. Hit the follow, do whatever you like. Hope you like our new logo as well. We showed it off, and we'll see what we can do on the next. So next week, we're back to Monu for the original campaign. Oh dear, Trilly parents. Let's find out what the group do here. Tee-hee. I mean, oh, I'm excited.
Chris, you are an evil bastard.
I'm not evil. I have to throw my fun. Anyway, with that said, if you were charged with don't give me that. if you were charged with joy with this stream, be sure and hit the follow. You know what you gotta do, and be sure to support us as we go along. We'll see what happens because we may have Dokapon kicking up in the week. But we'll see what happens as time goes on. Otherwise, next Monday we're back to Monu. And we'll see what we do for Sunday. But until then, guys, it's goodbye from Brownie of the Untitled Gamers. It's bye from Mahai.
Goodbye. I finally stayed for an outro. Huzzah.
Yes!
Hey.
It's a bye from Floof. Okay. it's a bye from Aeon.
Floof.exe has stopped responding.
Who drank my drink?
Joltic sauce. Oh no, it's...
Don't think it's
Oh wait, no, it's not a Jolt Tick, it's a Jolt Drunk. Jolt Drunk. Alright, it's also
Jolt
goodbye.
Drunk.
It's goodbye from Thean.
Like no one ever was.
Thean disadvantage.
You say this now, but you gotta realize I'm going to be doing the entire song and through each outro up until it's done.
Oh no.
triple disadvantage for the campaign.
Triple disadvantage. I didn't know that was such a thing. Oh wait, yes it is. It is.
What
now.
about quadruple disadvantage?
No, that's stupid.
Oh, okay.
No, that's stupid. Who would ever roll 4 dice?
Me.
Thank you. All right. It's goodbye from Caitlin,
Take care, everyone.
and it's goodbye from Dell, who looks like she's ready for bed.
Yeah. Bye, everybody.
And until then, guys, this is Brownie of the Joy Charge Gamers signing off on Let's Play Live Pokemon is at Mystery Dungeon. Pokemon Tabletop United. Until then, guys, stay charged and catch you all later. Goodbye!
Bye.
E-
Bye bye.